I'm
What
your
up,
host,
what up?
Olivia.
And I'm Zavriana.
And this is officially episode
No.
4.
No. Cut.
What?
Don't do the Don't keep saying
What?
officially episode 4. No more.
Why not?
Cuz just
I'd like to keep track.
don't do don't do it every time.
You're gonna, bitch, you're gonna stop me every time I say something?
No, I'm not. When did I stop you last time?
I don't know. I'm going with the flow.
Okay.
You're really good.
All
I want to
right.
say it's episode 4 and we have our next episode underway on Friday.
No, cuz you say that in the beginning. You don't got to say all that.
Okay, I feel like you're controlling me.
No, I'm not controlling.
Okay, well,
Every
shit.
time? Every time?
I don't know. But can I not say it every? Wait, why is that an issue?
I don't know. Okay, do your thing.
Well, I'm dead.
Well, because I don't know, just every time.
What is wrong with saying this is episode 4?
This is officially episode 4. You're gonna do
Yeah,
it. This
'cause
is
I was like-
officially episode 10.
Yeah.
This is officially episode 150.
Yeah. Why not? Then we can keep
Alright.
track and be like, oh my gosh, this is episode 4.
Okay.
All right, so
Even though it's gonna be in the title.
do we
but it's-
continue and be authentic and just go with the flow?
Okay. Let's go. Let's get to it.
I'm dead. Okay, episode 4.
It's officially
Motherfuckers.
episode 4.
Officially episode 4. I'm so dead. I'm so dead.
She's like, wait, what?
Why can't I say it? Why can't I say episode 4?
All right. I don't know. It's just redundant. Okay, it's fine.
Do you see the abuse? The abuse.
No. I'm the controlling one now.
No, yeah,
just
clearly we
kidding.
see
I'm
that.
just
We see
kidding.
that.
I'm just kidding. I'm not controlling.
I don't know, maybe a little bit. I'm
All right,
dead.
moving on.
Okay. Do we keep it rolling?
We're gonna keep it rolling.
We gonna keep it rolling. Okay, we're just gonna be authentic. And this is officially episode 4. Okay, episode 4. Episode 5 is dropping tomorrow. What?
Okay.
What? Can I not say that? Can I not say that?
They don't know. They don't know when.
They're gonna know.
Okay.
They're
okay.
gonna know.
All right. Just do your thing.
I'm dead. Okay.
Just do your thing.
Episode 5 drops tomorrow. Tune in. And
And fucking like and subscribe.
like and subscribe, motherfuckers. Oh my god, I'm foaming at the mouth.
All
I'm
right.
dead. Okay.
Well, how's your last few weeks been?
It's been good, honestly. Oh my gosh, I've been so busy. So, the tattoo studio I work for, we're officially having our grand opening for the new studio on Saturday. Zay's gonna come. Yeah, I have family coming into town. My best friend Jaleesa's coming into town. Also, my best friend Sarah's coming. They're riding up from
Aw.
Portland together.
That's cool.
So they're gonna come into town, and yeah, it's gonna be so fun. We're gonna have like music, food, drinks, a photo booth. And yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So yeah, I've kind of been like preoccupied with like getting all of that ready. And then just like events outside of that, because we do a lot of pop-ups on weekends. We'll do like flash tattoo pop-ups at like different markets. So I'm juggling doing that as well as the grand opening and the podcast and like dealing with just life in general. So yeah, I've been very, very busy as of lately, but good busy, she's booked and busy.
Yeah, productive.
Yeah, totally. What
Doing
about
the
you?
things you love.
Yes.
I'm not kind of opposite, honestly. I've been like really honoring my slowdown. Like I haven't been like as busy as I typically would be at the spa just because of the move and still like, gaining clientele in Gig Harbor. And for a little bit that felt super uncomfortable for me because I'm one that's like always worked. And even like when I first started my business, it was super busy. But I'm like, okay, this is for a reason, So I've been doing a lot of like introspection and just really enjoying the slowdown.
Yeah.
And reminding myself like it's okay to rest, like honor your rest and starting to go back to the intentional lifestyle that I was living before shit kind of like got out of whack for me. So, I mean, I'm always intentional, but
Yeah.
just like, I don't know. enjoying the slowdown,
Yeah,
appreciating
yeah.
it, you know,
Did you see
being
that?
more present with my
Yeah,
daughter
yeah.
and, you know, my man, like,
And
yeah,
it's summertime too. It's like we're trying to like, live
summertime,
our
enjoy the
lives also.
nature.
Yes, yes.
But I am super excited that I will be having a pop-up at the Wild Feminine Wellness Fair, and I'm excited Olivia's gonna join me. This is
Yes.
my first pop-up in Gig Harbor, finally like
Mhm.
really getting comfortable with putting myself out there
Mhm.
in another town. So it's gonna be
And it's gonna be a fun
cool.
time too. I mean, like
Yeah.
we always have fun when we're together, but I feel like I have also like a lot of experience with doing pop-ups, especially like
Mm,
now with my new job. Like I've
exactly.
always like the past, I think like 4 or 5 years now, I've worked in like the event um like
Industry.
industry, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah. So I'm really like skilled with knowing how to put that all together and stuff. And like I feel
Mhm.
like we can make our little booth really cute.
Yeah, and we've done
And
events
yeah,
previously
yeah.
together for,
For the
Align
spa.
Beauty,
Yeah.
and they always turned out so good.
No, they
And
did,
I miss
especially our last one
that.
too. The last
Yeah.
one was like amazing because we had like a band
Yeah.
play. Shout out Caleb Germain and Garrett who like put everything together and
Yeah.
had a full food drive and everything. So yeah, that was like
Mhm.
fun. Yeah, I'm excited too because I'm like I actually get to usually when I'm doing pop-ups I'm doing them for Level Up Studio, so it'll be fun to actually be
Collab
able to kind of just
again.
like do a little collab. Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
also be our first collab since the spa closed, I think.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, you
And
have
the
a little
and the fair
eyelash on your cheek. I
okay.
got you, boo. I got you.
And the fair is super cute because it's like
On the water.
no, it's gonna be at a park,
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
it's near the water.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be other like spiritual and wellness practitioners. So
Yeah, get to
a little
network.
woo woo,
Yeah, yeah.
and
And
I
you'll be
love
doing like
that.
little
I'm gonna
facial or not
do
facials,
mini cooling
yes,
facials,
yes, yes.
brow wax and tint or sugar and lip, like smaller services. And then I'll have my intentional tea that I'll be retelling. And yeah, it's gonna
Mhm.
be a vibe.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then Olivia will be there, of course,
Yeah.
passing out her cards
Yeah.
and then repping the podcast.
Yeah, we kind of
So
want to. Well, we're gonna start doing interviews too. So like, we were thinking this
yes.
would be a good time to like pull people aside and be like, "Hey, do you mind if we like ask you a few questions for our
Mm-hmm.
podcast?" And then like eventually, we can start incorporating that and using that content.
Yep.
So
Super
yeah,
excited. Let's
yeah.
do our
Yeah,
shout out
the
for our
drinks.
drinks.
Okay, so I made us some matchas today. Cheers, vanilla
Cheers.
matchas. And we actually went on TikTok Live and did like a little live stream of us making these.
Yeah, she has like a whole matcha setup where she can
Yeah.
make it.
Yeah, my
It's super
mother-in-law
cute.
actually, oh, sorry,
Of course, it's pink.
ASMR.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Including
but
my obnoxious laugh. Not sorry. Mind your business.
matcha straight from
Ew, no, I hate that. I hate
You
it's
hate
so cringe.
Oh
The
my God.
whispering is so cringy.
Oh, wait, I don't. Okay,
Wesley will play it, and I'm
Really?
like, fucking stop it.
You know what I do love? Okay, I don't mind. People do not like the nail tapping.
I don't mind
I
that.
wonder what the science is behind ASMR and why we like it, but like I like the squishy ASMRs, like the
Mm.
squishy ones where they squish the things.
Kaylani used to watch those videos.
Oh, see,
like,
it tickles something in my brain that I like. I don't know. And
I
Kate
don't know about the
hates
whispering. I'm
no.
like,
Yeah, I'm not like a fan of the whispering, but I don't mind the tapping. Like it's not something that I seek out, but like I like the squish when people squish stuff and all
mm-hmm.
that. But
Well, yeah, that makes sense with your brain.
yeah, well, and Kate hates it. I was like, "Do you like this video?" She's like, "Ew, stop! I can't even look at those." I'm like, "Really?"
Isn't
I'm
that
like,
weird?
"No, it's
how we're
crazy
like
how our brains
intrigued or like we just
totally."
can't do it for
Yeah,
certain
because for
things.
her, it's like she's like cannot even fathom to look or see it or hear it, and I'm like, for me, I'm just like, I don't know. It's like, give me more. It satisfies something in me. Yeah, so we got some matchas straight from Japan.
Tastes like green tea.
Yeah, we filmed a little content. Yeah, it is green tea,
I know.
believe it or not. Newsflash, it is green tea.
I figured this out today.
Yes, but she's like, wait, is it like a tea? And I'm just like, yes, it comes from the green tea leaf, but it's like more potent.
Concentrated.
Yeah, so it like helps like inflammation, digestion, and it's just people have been drinking this shit for centuries. So and there's a lot of good healing
So
properties.
we hyped up today.
Yeah, we had
on the
and
the
you know what's so funny?
caffeine.
I already had like 3 shots of espresso.
Oh shit.
So
you need to not. You need to not.
I was like, I'm putting my listening cap on today.
Good job.
Yes. I wanted to be like focused. But yeah, so that's the drink of the day. And any more like shout outs? Oh, well, I do want to give a shout out to DJ for remaking our intro. If you guys have
Yes.
seen the intro now, it now says Aligned Beauty
Beauty.
Podcast
We
because we've
running
done,
it back.
yeah, we're doing a little rebrand, which is, it's good that we're doing this before like our podcast hopefully takes off.
Yeah.
And so it's better to rebrand now than later. But yeah, he totally was like, I got you, and did a little, editing and was able to fix it for us. So shout out DJ, you the real one.
And shout out to Babe for actually turning on the
Oh
mics
yeah,
this
so
time.
last episode, which is releasing tomorrow. By the time you guys see this, the tomorrow's episode will be released, but had some audio technical difficulties. She's blaming it on
And Mercury
Mercury
retrograde,
retrograde.
man. The communications
Yes,
get
yes.
fucked up.
Mercury's in the microwave.
Exactly.
It's on Gatorade.
Exactly.
But she's like, yeah, talking about the Mercury retrograde, and I'm just like, girl, don't be blaming it on the planets and shit. But yes, it did.
But shout out to
not
Babe.
Yeah, it did not get recorded, so Wesley did his best to clean up the audio, and like, we're still gonna release the episode
It was a
regardless.
good episode.
Yeah, it
So
was good. It was good. So I'm
give
like,
us grace for
yeah,
the audio
yes,
for the last episode, but definitely you should still listen.
yes, yes. I'm like, hopefully it's still. I think it's still juicy. I don't know. We're gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah,
and
we're
see.
gonna watch it tonight.
We usually watch it like the day before, and it's whatever it is. It's like, okay, we're gonna
Whatever,
see
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
No coochie shots
Yes,
this time.
no coochie shots. Yeah, we're like a lot of learning is going on with this
Oh,
podcast for
God.
sure. But yeah, so should we get into the topic of the day?
Yeah, okay. So this episode is going to be story time. I am going to be talking to you guys about how I created my dream spa and decided to let it go. But first, before I really go deep, I want to emphasize that I am not coming from a perspective of victim mode. I've already done my grieving. I've had a lot of time to, dissect things that had played out, and I have awareness where I also played my part, but I was going through some crazy shit while building Align Beauty brick by brick. So I do have some notes, just so I
it's
can
like a lot to unpack.
just so I
too.
can try to stay on topic
Mhm.
because there's so much that is important that I need to say. And yeah, so here we are. It's tea time. And Olivia's going to be a
We
good
got the
listener.
tea, baby.
We got the tea this
Yes,
time.
I'm gonna put my listener cap on, but also I can contribute to the conversation because I was pretty much there for like the whole thing.
Yeah, and
Like,
I vented to you about
yes,
every
and I
fucking
saw.
thing.
I basically came in like right as shit was kind of hitting the fan.
No.
Or like a little bit afterwards.
She came in.
I don't know. I came in because there you had a few different situations. that
Exactly.
happened.
She came in at the tail end of my like renovation pretty much being done.
Yeah.
Which you had your hands on some little
Yeah.
projects too,
But after the first group of
crazies.
individuals into the next
chapter,
people or
phase,
whatever. Yeah,
whatever you
yeah.
want to call it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm gonna start from the beginning. I created my solo practice, Vanity Aesthetics, in 2020 during the pandemic, and it was good. Like it took off really quickly. I was sharing a suite out of Sola Salons, which is a tiny little space, and I was sharing it with another esthetician friend of mine. We decided to, we were like, what the hell? Let's try and see if we can make it work. We were leaving a small business that was actually really toxic, which when we go into a jobs episode, we'll get into
Yeah.
that. But yeah, so during the pandemic, with my unemployment money, I was already like planning on doing my own thing, going into business. And so I was, getting all my supplies. We started renting the room. We split the rent. We um I worked part of the week, she worked the other part of the week. And During this time, 2020, I was really going through my awakening, I would
Mhm.
say, or just like my healing process.
Yeah.
When we had like the 3 months off of work, at least that's
Mhm.
like how long it was for me.
Mhm.
I really, I don't know, my awareness was like,
No, I think it was
whew,
like a global wake up because
it
I felt the
was
same exact way during 2020. Like I feel like that's I started my healing journey in like I would say like 2015, 2016, but like it
amplified.
really went into like full activation mode
Yeah,
like 2020 because it's like
yeah.
all you could really do
2020
you
vision.
couldn't go outside so you had to go inside.
No, no,
Inside. No,
literally, yeah.
literally.
And
Yeah.
I around that time I stopped the club and was just like really
Mhm.
focused on what I was consuming, whether that be like food, substances,
Totally. Yeah.
the things that I was like listening to. I was
Mhm.
like heavy on the affirmation music. Like
Mhm.
I was really trying to focus on raising my frequency.
Mhm.
But it's weird because it wasn't like, I was doing this on my own.
Yeah.
I wasn't, like, following what other
Yeah.
trends were doing.
No,
It
yeah.
was like I internally kinda, like, felt like this is what I needed to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's so
so
weird that so many people felt like that, but I feel like it's
I
really because the world
know.
shut down and people had no choice but to be like, okay, I have to like look
Like, I need to
inward.
ground
You had
myself
no
and, like,
choice.
unravel some shit, otherwise I'm gonna go crazy.
Yeah, and also the whole world was like in chaos, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like you really had to take a step back and be like, okay, I literally can't go outside. Like everyone's freaking out over fucking toilet paper. Like I literally have no choice but to sit in my house and do yoga and like
That's
focus. That's literally
exactly.
what I did every
So,
day. I
like
was like, okay. And I went hiking
yeah.
too because I know you weren't supposed to go outside, but
Me
like
and Lonnie were
I
outside every
I did
day.
too. I was too. I was outside like pretty much me and my old best friend. We were hiking every day, doing yoga every day, and like having our own little like gatherings. Not gatherings, but like we would like have little cacao dinner
Yeah, like
ceremonies. Cause
ceremonies,
yeah, cause
yeah.
that's like all we could really do, and it like opened some shit up in me for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was more in solitude,
Yeah.
like
Yes.
per usual with
Yes.
me.
Yes. My old
Um,
bestie also used to live with me though, so it was like us and then my husband, and then we would have like his sister coming to town, or like like very few people.
well, I mean, I don't even care about that.
Yeah.
That's just like how I move. You know
Yes.
me. Like
Totally.
I'm more
Totally.
like a hermit mode type of
Yeah.
person.
Recluse. Yeah.
Exactly. So I didn't really care. I mean, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't really care about like people gathering or not.
Yeah.
We're human. Like we should
Yeah.
be as long as you're safe,
Yeah.
whatever. But
Totally.
I was just like doing some internal work, doing yoga every day.
Mhm.
I was like heavy with listening to Joe Dispenza. I don't know if you're familiar with
I don't know
him.
if I know.
He's like
Sounds familiar.
really into like metaphysics, science, and spirituality,
Oh, okay.
and like how all of them kind of go hand in hand. It's
Mhm.
really interesting. But he had this show, or this series on Gaia called Rewired, and
Mhm.
it was just talking about how you can rewire your brain from
Mhm.
trauma, and like he healed himself from like some body injuries that he had. He was
Oh,
like,
like actual physical?
yeah, he
Did you
was
say?
like,
Oh.
what is it? He was he was in an accident, and so he was
Oh,
paralyzed.
okay. Yeah.
And he really just like did chakra work and mindset work, and then like he can walk now. But there's so much more that goes
Yeah.
into his series. It's
Mhm.
really like where I started doing mindset work
Yeah.
is like after listening to that.
Mhm.
And I would literally like replay it at night.
Just to like get it in your head
Yeah,
and be
just
like,
to
I want to
retain
like
it over and
absorb
over
this.
again. And it's like
Totally.
so informational. He has books and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
anyway, so yeah, Joe Dispenza, frequency music, doing my yoga every day, doing meditations to like clear my chakras. And I felt like I was really clearing some heavy ass trauma out.
Mhm.
So moving forward, back on the topic, just so you guys know, I was really heavy with working on myself, self-development, and
Mhm.
finding like my flow, my daily flow, my self-care practices, which helped me stay like in tune with my body and
Mhm.
tapped into my intuition, and just like having that connection with God and awareness,
Mhm.
right? Okay, so My practice was going good. Around this time, I was mentoring other estheticians, um, which I can literally like count on two hands how many clients and friends that I've encouraged to like go out and do their own thing.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, and Sola Salons is like a bunch of suites in one big building, and all the beauty professionals, they own their own business, and you don't really network with them. It's pretty like secluded.
It's like solo people like doing their own little solo
Right.
prac- practitioners like
Yeah,
in their
exactly.
rooms.
And
Yeah.
so like not too many people like you would pass them by in the hallway, but
Yeah.
you
It was like
weren't like
individual like contractors or what how would you say
well,
like
yeah.
yeah,
Well, it was
yeah.
their own
Yeah,
businesses, but
yeah.
it was like we didn't really like talk with each
There
other.
wasn't like a community.
There
It's
wasn't
like
a community.
people just like rent out the rooms and then they do their thing.
Exactly. There wasn't a community. And so I missed that like
Mhm.
because it's something that I've always like longed for, like feeling belonged in a community, and I had that at the club and I
Mhm.
just like missed that like dynamic.
Yeah.
And so I was feeling isolated, and I kind of got the thought like, okay, I want to create my own solo salons.
Mhm.
I want to, of course, like have passive income, have more time with my daughter, be able to, bring her to work. At this time, I was actually homeschooling her, and like create a community where we can hype each other up, network, throw events,
Mhm.
um, and just have rooms that were rent at a cheaper rate for people, and have like a little sanctuary.
Yeah. And
Um,
have that like sisterhood, you know?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So, oh, I forgot something. I wanted to talk about like why I decided vanity aesthetics for the name.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, I always think like a little deeper with my business names.
Mhm.
And so Vanity Aesthetics wasn't just like from the beauty, like,
Mhm. Like having
vanity.
vanity, like being vain.
Exactly,
Yeah.
being vain. It was more so because, growing up, every girl wants a vanity, like a
Mhm.
makeup
Yes,
vanity.
yes.
And then also like as far as a vanity, you have your mirror, and with the mirror it represents like self-reflection,
Mhm.
self-acceptance, self-love, self-care, all of that. So that is like why I decided that
Mhm.
name.
That's so beautiful.
Thank you.
No, I do love that so much because
Thank you.
you wouldn't
You
think
wouldn't think
that.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
people think it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
vanity
You should
aesthetics.
make
I'm
a
like,
little
no,
post that like behind the name of vanity.
I
Like,
should do that.
yeah. Have
Um,
you gotten Lonnie a vanity yet?
girl, I got her like three.
Oh my god.
She's so spoiled, and she like ruined the first one, and then she's like, "Mom, will you?" Because she got another one as a
Yeah.
gift, actually.
Yeah.
She's like, "Will you build this one for me?" And I'm like, "It's literally almost like the same one.
Yeah.
It's like the same
Oh, the
size."
same. Oh, she wanted like a new one that was pretty identical.
Yeah, just like a little different with the shelving.
Yeah.
But of course, she's spoiled. She gets what she
Yeah.
wants.
Yeah.
So, yeah, now she wants a huge ass one.
Oh shit.
I'm like, girl,
You should do a little video of being like like
step
circling
up in
it's
the
like well
vanity.
and also it's like circling back to like it's like
It's
you're
like,
gifting your inner child like
exactly.
by gifting the vanity to your daughter. It's like that's like a gift to like also like
You know what's
you as
funny
a
about
child.
that is like I don't have a vanity.
I'm dead. So
But
false advertisement.
no, no, not false
I'm
advertisement.
dead.
My vanity is my room, my
Yes,
suite. I
yeah.
have my big old mirror that I
Yeah.
made the cute frame.
Mhm.
So that's
Yeah.
my vanity.
Yes,
Whatever. My
yes.
kid can get all the things.
Yeah.
But probably when we upgrade her to a big one, I'll take
I'll
her
just
a
take the
little one.
little one. Yeah, just have like an at-home one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, I'm big on mirrors too.
Mhm.
Like I have a big
Yeah.
ass mirror in my room. You helped
Yes.
me. Didn't you
Yes.
help me put it? No.
No,
You were going
I
to.
was like
You
I
helped
helped you
me.
put the flowers
Yeah,
in.
help
Yeah.
me put the
But I did
flowers
help you
up.
with the one in the spa.
Yeah, you helped me with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you
Like
did.
we
You helped
literally
me build the
yeah,
frame.
we literally
Did
went
we
to
even record that?
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look.
Yeah, but we
It's
did
hella cute.
but we went to the warehouse, the flower warehouse in Tacoma,
Mm-hmm.
and then we picked out all the stuff,
Washington Floral
and then we
Service.
went to the spa and we like literally built the frame with all the
Yeah,
twigs and shit.
yeah, that was fun.
Made into a little portal.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what it
Yes,
is.
it's a little
Yeah,
portal.
you do your mirror work.
Hmm.
Um, okay. So, yep, that was the idea with creating a collective, all those things. And when I actually took a trip to Sedona, my most favorite place, honestly, that I've ever traveled to.
Hmm.
Can't say the world because I haven't
Yes.
traveled outside of the United States yet. But it's a very spiritual place if you don't know. A lot of like famous people go there to like do spiritual
Yeah,
work.
there's a lot
There's
of
a lot of roots, a lot of
vortexes.
energy
Yeah.
vortexes, a lot of retreats, and people go there to just kind of like get inspiration,
Tap in.
tap into their
Hmm.
spirit. A lot of times people are going through big transformations in their life.
Hmm.
And for some reason, I was always called to visit that place. Honestly don't even know like where I got the idea.
Hmm.
I think maybe I seen it on like one of
Yeah.
my
Well, I
woo
know,
woo
but you went along. Like, when was the first time you ever went to Sedona?
my 30th birthday, which
Oh,
I was
wait,
kind
that
of
was
gonna
the
touch.
first time you went?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought you
So,
had gone like before that. Cause I
mm-mm.
was gonna say
I've been
like,
a couple times since then.
okay, yeah, cause I
Yeah.
was gonna say back then there wasn't like social media, but I guess that was only 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. No, this was like, yeah, 3 years ago.
Really? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy. I thought that you
Mm-hmm.
had like gone there before.
Mm-mm. I think I have in my past life.
Maybe,
Because the way I was
or
feeling when I was there, it felt like I'd been there before.
yeah,
And it felt like, I don't
or
know
you
if
did
you've
some
ever,
astral projection or something in your sleep.
that could be.
You're
Anyways,
like,
we
yes, yes,
actually,
makes sense.
yes,
Precisely.
precisely. But, I got some wild stories about Sedona, but that'll be another time.
Yeah, yeah.
But what is important about this trip is that's where I like came up with the name Align Beauty.
Mhm,
So
mhm,
I went to Sedona on my 30th birthday. I was actually considering doing a solo trip because I wanted my best friend to join me, but she couldn't because
mhm,
whatever, was going on in her
mhm.
life. And I'm like, well, fuck. I don't care. Like, this is my 30th birthday. I was turning 30 on 3/23/23.
Wow.
So it's special.
Yeah.
threes for
Yep,
me,
yep,
which
yep.
I remembered after the podcast
Yes.
what it was.
Are you gonna be
Mind, body,
33
spirit.
next?
No, I'm
Like,
33 right now.
oh, you've already, okay,
Yeah.
you just turned 33.
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if we were, because I'm gonna be 33 in December. Because
Oh,
I
okay.
know, yeah, because I'm like, I can't remember if you were a little bit younger than me or a little bit older than me.
I'm a old I'm a
You old
old crone.
crone.
I'm a old crone.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah, because I'm gonna be. Oh
Um
my god, we're gonna be three threes this year.
Mhm. Yeah. Did you see the picture I sent you?
I did of the fortune cookie. Yeah, I was like three
333 in
three.
my
Yep,
fortune
yep,
cookie.
yep.
But the number 3 is mind, body, spirit. I
Hmm.
forgot. I was like, I don't know why the fuck I forgot,
Yeah.
but
Oh yeah.
I
Mind,
was
body,
having a brain
spirit.
fart.
Yes,
But
yes.
so yeah, turned 30 on 3/23/23, and I was like, that's fucking special. Also,
Yeah.
life path 3.
Yes,
I'm a life path
yes.
3. So
Okay.
that's
I think
crazy.
Jaleesa is too.
Really?
And
Oh,
she's
and I'm a triple fire
yeah,
sign.
and Jaleesa's a fire sign too. Well, and
It's
so am
crazy.
I. But yeah, the threes. I'm a one,
Oh,
not a
really?
three. Yeah, I'm odd.
Okay. You are.
Oh wait, no, but you odd too.
Yeah. I'm gonna look into the life path one. I'm be
Yes,
like,
yes.
makes sense, makes sense.
Number one, baby, number
Mm-hmm.
one.
Um, so anyways, I was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Like, I want to make this trip happen. I'll go solo.
Yeah.
But just so happened that a good friend of mine decided he wanted to tag along, and then a client friend of mine was like, that actually sounds fun. So at last minute,
Mhm.
we went, and I was like really searching for like spiritual guide or someone who like was really like knew the land, but
Mhm.
not like the normal.
Like woo woo, or not like the
No, like woo woo, but like a
not trying to.
native
Oh,
of the
not someone
land.
trying to like take your money.
Exactly. Not
Like
like a white person trying
like
to like capitalize off of the
totally,
spiritual, you know what I'm
100%. Yep,
saying?
yep, yep. You
Which
wanted someone who actually.
that's a deep story too.
Yes,
But
yes.
we'll get to that
Yeah,
another time.
yeah.
So he took us to some of the energy vortexes that weren't very populated. And yeah, they were a little more special to him because he has like ties to them.
Mhm.
And he believes that Sedona has chakras. Like each energy vortex represents a certain chakra.
Mm.
And he was kind of explaining that to me.
Okay, that's
And he
interesting.
took us to, and I'll give him a shout out.
Yeah.
Love Rahilio. That's my dude.
Oh. So
Um,
it's like if you want to like open your throat chakra, you go to this area. If you want like grounding, you go to this area.
I
Type
get
situation?
not that's not really how he explained it. He just
Yeah.
explained that this is the type of energy, but like now that you say that, that's
Yeah.
probably what he was trying to,
Yeah, yeah. So
but he
like if you're
also
seeking these
said,
these energy points, then
yeah,
you go here and you go there.
yeah. I wonder which one we were at. I can't remember what he said.
Mm.
But
Your third eye,
also
your
I
intuition.
think it was, yes.
Yep.
Um or maybe the sacral because it was like creativity because that's I got
Mm.
inspired creatively
Yeah, I know.
creatively,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yes, yes.
Anyways, or in a creative way.
Yeah.
But he also said that they have like upward, some of the energy vortexes
Hmm.
are like upward, like spiral and a upward,
Yeah.
and then spiral and a downward.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And then some represent like male energy and
Mm.
feminine energy, which is cool.
Mm.
Yeah. Um, so
Hmm.
we were at this place called Rachel's Knoll, and there's like a little ledge, like looking over all of the beautiful scenery. It's like up
Hmm.
high, and he was like telling me all the chakras, and he had us stand on the ledge. It was almost giving like Lion King,
It's like
like
here's the
the,
Pride
yeah,
Lands.
yeah, or like when they hold up Simba,
Yes, yes. Oh,
and
cute. I love that.
he was like, all right, hold your arms out, like you're flying. And then he was like, do you feel that? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, no, you don't. And so he like he pivoted my arms in a way to where it was lining up with the chakra. And I
Oh,
shit you not,
you feel it?
I felt a surge of energy from one fingertip to the other. It was
Whoa.
crazy. And then I felt like Mother Nature was like doing something to me because the wind started going. It was giving
You're
Lion
like,
King. No, I
what?
was literally like this, like, whoa.
You're like, I'm the king of the jungle,
No, literally. I
baby.
was like, they're welcoming me to my
Yeah.
land. I told
Yes.
you I felt like I've been there before.
Yes, yes.
But my friends were like, "What the fuck?" But then they did it too, and
Yeah.
they like understood the experience. I'm
Yes,
like, "No,
totally.
you have to do
Yeah, you're
this."
like, wait, I'm not kidding. Like,
Yeah,
put your
like
arms
this
up
shit
and
is
feel it.
crazy.
That's crazy. You actually got to feel it too, because most
Girl,
times, like
yeah.
people, because it's so funny. My sister-in-law, her best friend lives in Arizona. She's like, yeah, I went to the vortexes and like we tried meditating on rock, but like I didn't really feel it. I'm like, but were you open and receptive?
Right.
Which I'm sure she was, but she's like, I didn't really feel it. I'm just like, well, maybe
Yeah.
you weren't meant to
Well,
feel it or something.
also that too, but also I feel like it can do like inspire you
Yeah.
at like
It doesn't have to be like sometimes I
it
feel
doesn't
like
have to be right
people
away
and also
either.
people are expecting like a jolt of like energy
Like
like
I got to
yeah, like
experience.
pretty much I think people were
Yeah.
thinking about what you got to experience,
True.
like let me feel it and stuff, but it's like
Mhm.
yeah, people go there to be inspired and like, get like and yeah,
Answers,
totally,
like
totally. Like I
personal.
went there for a retreat too and we like did this whole swimming in like I don't even know what to call it, but it was like in the mountains and then there was like creeks and stuff that you could swim in and we like literally had the best fucking time. Like it
Yeah.
was so amazing. We like climbed a tree and took this group photo and
Yeah.
did all this hiking. We went to Devil's, what's it called? Devil's?
Devil's Bridge.
Yep,
I
yep.
haven't been to that one.
And someone proposed too on the bridge. I was like,
Oh, that's
damn. I like
cute.
looked at Dan. I was like, this was like way before he
Oh,
proposed. I was like,
maybe you manifested that
maybe.
with
Oh my
something.
god, did I manifest my proposal
Yeah.
in
They
Sedona?
have a place called Birthing Cave too. I've been to a
Oh,
couple dope ass like hikes,
yeah,
vortexes, whatever.
yes, uh-huh.
Which we'll have to save that for another
Yes,
time.
totally, totally.
But
But
basically that is where I got the name Align Beauty,
yes,
and that's how
yes.
I came up with the logo with like the chakra flowers
Hmm.
and like the girl, like
Yeah.
like aligning their chakras.
Hmm.
And so yeah, I came back feeling hella inspired. That was in March 2023, and I was like, okay, I have this idea. I have this like laying in my heart, like I
Hmm.
feel inspired to do this, inspired to create this, but where am I going to get the money?
Yeah.
Like I was making good money, but I wasn't good at like
Yeah.
keeping
Well,
it.
it's also like in order to start a business, to make money, you got to like have money. You
Exactly.
can't just start a business with like no like investment, you know?
Which yes and no,
Yes and no.
but
Yes, totally.
it's
Like you can make it
it's
happen, but it's
pure
like
hustle and pure grit,
exactly,
you
exactly. Like you
know?
can make it happen, but it's like you have to figure out how am I going to get the income to
Mhm.
literally open a storefront or
Yeah.
like, do any of that.
Right, right. And so, like I said too, at this time I was mentoring a client of mine. She was actually towards the end of my lease at Sola. She was actually using my room. I let her use my room to
Mhm.
do lashes,
Mhm.
and I'm like, you're just starting out, I want to help you like get your
Mhm.
client flow going, but what do you think about moving out into our own place? And
Mhm.
then I also knew a hair braider in Sola. She was doing my daughter's hair, and we really connected, um, like on a spiritual level. Like
Mhm.
we just always like had some deep ass conversations, and I'm like, I love you, girl. Like,
Mhm.
let's leave this place.
Yeah.
The rent was super high, and she had been talking about leaving.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, I got two people on board,
Mhm.
so that's cool.
Mhm.
Anyway, so I'm like thinking about funding. And I remembered that a client friend of mine had told me about the PCBA program, which is Pierce County Business Accelerator. And it is geared more towards the BIPOC community. But I was like you with level up. Like I
Mhm.
was persistent, like reaching out to all the
Yeah.
coaches, like,
Mhm.
stalking their social
Mhm.
media.
Should like let's get this ball
Yeah, I'm like, I
rolling. Yeah.
applied, like, what's up? You see my business, you see I'm trying to make
Mhm.
things happen. And also I was doing some heavy manifestation. I was
Mhm.
I was literally, well, I always was pretty good about doing my gratitude every morning, but like talking, like manifesting, talking things in the present tense. And I was even like doing the 369 method, like, you know,
Is she
just,
fine?
yes, just acting like, I already had it.
Yes,
And I
yes.
got approved, so that was great. The program itself wasn't really like what I had hoped to get out of it as far as like
Mhm.
the business aspect, but I got my funding.
Mhm. Wait,
So,
is this the business class that you had to take for, or is this different? Because
I don't know
remember
what
how
you're
you
talking
were
about.
saying how that like the mentors were
Yeah,
like,
no, this is
was
the
this the
same
same?
one. Yeah.
There's like so much that I like. We haven't even gone into this
Girl.
spot because I'm like, damn, this is like, there's a lot
So
to
I'm
this.
touching like a little bit
Yeah, because
on,
that's
because
a
we
story
could
within a
go
story
exactly.
too.
Most of
Yeah,
these are.
yeah, stories within stories. So we're trying to like not glaze over, but like go over the entire timeline of the spa. But it's like there's also pockets of stories within all of this shit too.
Yeah.
Because I know everything that that has happened
Right.
for the most part, and
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Right. So, yep, graduated from that. It was not easy. Like my business was busy at this time, so I had to like block out certain days to actually like show up and do the work, and which wasn't really that much work aside from like I had to do like a crowd giving thing, because
Mhm.
let me also touch on, like, my credit was not the best because, single mama,
Mhm.
coming up off of nothing, using my unemployment to like get my business started. Business was doing good, took off, but I never had like business loans. I never like actually went and like was able to get a business loan.
Mhm.
So that's another thing.
Mhm.
Also, don't really recommend, but I mean, if you have a big dream and you got the hustle and the grit, you
Mhm.
could make it happen. But
Mhm.
um yeah, so I did like a crowdfunding loan situation
Yeah.
where it was like no interest, whatever. Okay. So, boom, secured the bag, got the money, was looking for flooring, all the things, looking at like buildings, like
Mhm.
okay, I need sinks, I need a couple different rooms. I had linked up with a what is it? Real
Like a
estate?
real estate. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
like a
real
real
estate.
estate
Yeah,
person. What
for
is it
like
called?
business,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for
A
business
business
locations.
real estate agent. I don't know
I
how to
don't know,
describe
just
it.
a real estate agent.
Yeah,
And she was sweet, but I wasn't finding anything. It was like in a bad part of town, or just like didn't have enough rooms, or
just wasn't the vibe.
yeah, it wasn't the vibe. It wasn't what I
looking.
needed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
And so found this place on Craigslist. It was an old doctor's
Oh,
office.
wait, do you really find this on Craigslist?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Damn, Craigslist still coming through?
Well, my landlord was old as hell.
Yeah,
So he
he's
was using
like,
the
yeah,
Craigslist,
he's
you
like, how
know?
do you rent rooms or how do you
Yeah.
sell the space? Craigslist.
But yeah, it was a 1,500 square foot building, connected to other buildings. It had what, like six rooms? Six
Mm-hmm.
rooms. It had old nasty blue carpet,
Mm-hmm.
blue paint, blue walls, yellow walls. It
Mm-hmm.
had old medical equipment in it. It had an X-ray
X-ray,
room.
the little pee holes,
It had the little pee holes, like sample where you like go pee and you
and
hand your
pass it
cup
through.
over to the lab.
Yeah.
It was like dirty, like
Yeah.
gross, like
But
needed a
you
lot of deep
saw
cleaning.
the
But I saw
potential.
potential. I saw the
Totally.
beauty, you know?
Yes,
I'm
yes.
like,
The inner beauty.
okay,
You're like, I could really turn the space around.
exactly. And so I was like, okay, potential.
That's crazy that you took it on knowing that it was going to be that much. Or did you not realize what you signed
Well,
up
girl,
for?
I didn't know what the fuck I was getting into. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is a
'cause
whole new ball game for
no,
me.
totally. Because I'm
And I
like,
was like a naive girl with a dream, you
yes,
know,
you're
just trying
like,
to
I'm
make
gonna
some
rip up
shit
these
happen.
carpets and see what
Yeah,
happens.
yeah. And then I had funding and I thought that it would be plenty enough, you know,
Hmm.
but that shit ran out super quick.
Hmm.
But also, I had thought that these two practitioners
We're gonna come with you
were
and
gonna
come
come with
help
me.
you out.
Yeah, which we'll get to that. But
Hmm.
okay, so found the space, and during this time looking at, you know, all the things needed to remodel, getting quotes on floorings, um talking with contractors. I was getting quoted really high, and I'm like, okay, like this is scary, you
Yeah.
know. um
You're like, wait, did I bite off like
More than
more
I
than I
can
could chew?
chew, or
Yeah.
is it like because I'm a female
Yeah.
and
Felt like you
I
were
don't know
getting
what the
taken advantage of.
exactly.
Yeah.
And around this time when I actually got my funding and before I locked in, I was attending my best friend's wedding, and her husband, one of his groomsmen, I met him at her wedding.
Hmm.
And yeah,
Is this the
this
original
is this is the
guy?
story that gets crazy.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. We'll just call him Jeffrey.
Okay. Jeffrey Dahmer. No,
Yeah.
just kidding.
Honestly could be.
Yes, yes. You're like, damn. Call
Um,
him Jeffrey.
so yeah, I went to her wedding, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, we had a little dance moment,
Yeah.
but like, don't,
You're at a wedding.
I'm
You're
at a
dancing with
wedding.
people. Like,
Yeah. If I have a chance to dance, I'm
girl,
dancing.
you should have seen her at my
Okay.
wedding. I got a full blown lap dance.
Exactly.
I mean, she was one of
Exactly.
the 10 lap dances I got on the dance floor, but
But I did flip. What did I do?
You did your flip.
I did my little flip.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
No, it was
Um,
good.
so yeah, if there's a DJ, there's a dance
Floor,
floor,
you can dance. No,
I'm here
same.
for
I'm the
it.
same way.
And honestly, I was dancing by myself for a long minute
Yeah.
with the kids, you know. Nobody
Yeah.
was taking advantage of the DJ.
Yeah,
So
and
I'm
sometimes you
like,
gotta be
fuck
the one to
that.
like
Hype
go.
the party
Yeah,
up.
totally. Like you gotta get the first person on the dance floor to like get things
Exactly.
going.
Exactly. And like he was like timid and like, I don't know, not the type to like put himself out there,
Yeah,
but he did. So, you
yeah,
know, good for him.
yeah.
But I feel like he took it like a little personal.
Mm.
You know how
Oh, he's
guys
just like,
are.
oh, pretty girl dancing with me.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah,
maybe like I liked him, you know?
yeah. When it's like I'm just here having a good time supporting my
Yeah,
best friend.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
reading. He like was reading into it a
yeah,
little
yeah,
too deeply.
exactly.
Precisely.
So after the wedding, my friend had reached out to me, and we had a funny ass video too. Oh my God, it was hilarious.
I think I have a video of you from the wedding too. I want to say.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You have to show it to me.
Yeah, I have a few people dance on me. Mariah danced on me. My ex bestie, whose name we should not be spoken of, and my dad ripped
Jeffrey
his
number two? No.
Jeffrey number 2, and my dad ripped his shirt off. Do you remember that? You remember my dad comes behind me
That
in the
shit
chair,
was
rips his
epic.
shirt off, and I'm like, Dad,
Buttons flying
buttons
everywhere.
literally, like this is a rental.
Oh yeah, it was a rental. That was so funny.
Yeah, no, hilarious.
Also, like looking back, because I like did a little Snapchat with my bestie in her wedding dress, there is like a video of him like creeping. Yeah, which I
No.
didn't like realize until later.
Oh
I was
my
like, look at he's
god.
creeping
Wow,
right
certified creep.
here. And so yeah, my best friend reached out, and we were just like laughing about it, laughing about the video. She
Yeah.
sent the video to me, and she's like, he actually like wants your number. And I was like, I mean, she was like, yeah, he knows that you own a business, and he was like asking about you. And she was like, definitely not. Like, she knew, like,
Yeah,
not my
she no,
type,
not your type.
and I was like, I mean, I don't mind being friends,
Yeah.
like if he's a businessman, because at this time
You're looking for
he
like
had told
mentorship too.
yeah, and like networking. And he
Yeah.
had told me that like he owned a business like remodeling trailers, and
Mhm.
he was a contractor. At
Yeah.
least
So you're
this
like,
is
okay,
what
we
he
could be
told
friends and
me.
maybe we could like,
Yeah, I
help
wanted to
each
ask him
yeah.
questions,
Yeah.
and so I was like picking his brain about that. And you know, and I was firm with him from the very
Mhm.
beginning. Like, I'm focused on me, my daughter, my business. Like,
Yeah.
I'm also like, excuse me, getting out of a situationship.
Yeah.
I was in a
Which
situationship,
yeah. Which
and
save that for another day.
exactly. He knew this.
Yeah.
So I'm like asking him, okay, I got quotes for this flooring, whatever. I feel like
Mhm.
that's super high. What do you think about that? And he's like,
Mhm.
yeah, actually that is super high. And he was like, well, why don't he's like, I can let you use my wholesale account for the flooring.
Mhm.
I can let you use my wholesale account for the paint. And he's like, really, I could come after work and just like tear all the carpet out and like help you. We could make like a couple weeks of it. And, I got my dad's dump truck. And
Hell yeah.
I was like, would you do that for real?
Yeah.
And
When also it's like,
he's
what do
like,
you
I'll
want
help
in
you save some
return?
money.
What do you want in
Well,
return?
that's why I had to like be firm, and I was like, as long as you know, like,
This is a friendship and you're
yeah,
doing this like
I'm
as a
focused on
friend.
me, my daughter, my business. And he goes, no, this is like, I like to do this. I enjoy doing this. Like, I'm a good person. Like, this is just me,
Mhm.
And I'm like, I mean, that would honestly be fucking amazing. And
Mhm.
I was like thanking God too, because I'm like,
Yeah.
thank you, God. Like, you're sending someone, I'm not
Yeah.
used to this,
Yeah.
sending someone like to come and help me that believes in my
Yeah. Well, and
vision,
usually
not
manifest
expecting
yeah.
anything out of
Yeah,
it,
and sometimes manifestation comes in forms of people. A lot of the times, like when you're
Right.
manifesting stuff, you're actually manifesting like connections to come through to get you to where you need to be.
Opportunities.
Yeah, so it's
Exactly.
like that was kind of like an answered
And
prayer for you
I
too.
will also say, like, I appreciated how far it got me at the
Mhm.
same time,
Yeah.
even though shit was fucked up,
Yeah. Cuz he did help you actually like he did stuff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I'll get
Compared
into
to
that.
the next set of people.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, I got cheap flooring. I mean, not cheap. It was like 5 racks,
Discounted.
but it was like
Yeah.
cheaper than what I was
Yes.
quoted.
Yes.
And cheaper paint,
Mhm.
although I spent way more money than I should have on paint, and we'll get to that. But anyway, so yeah, I was just like having gratitude, like, that's amazing.
Mhm.
And yeah, so I reached out to the girl who was sharing the room with me, where I was like lending my room.
Mhm.
And at this time, her mother had just passed away. And so I was like, ooh, okay, I don't know if she'd still be down, to jump into this with me. And so I reached out and I was like, hey, girl, I found a spot. I sent her the videos. I was like, I am able to sign the lease. I got the money. I just want to make sure before I go sign the lease and lock in, like, you're still down to move with me, because that was going to cover some of my overhead. And
Mhm.
same with the other girl moving in. I was like,
Mhm.
at least half the rent was paid.
Mhm.
And
You're
she
like, I
was
have some security like moving into this.
exactly,
Yeah.
because I already knew like I
Mhm.
was gonna be biting off quite a
Mhm. For
quite
this.
a chunk. I know I keep like
No,
running my
you're
hands
good.
through
I
my
just
hair and stuff. But I was gonna be like biting off a huge chunk just on the renovation.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I'm like, yeah, are you still down? And no worries if you're not, because like I said, life fucking happens. And
Mhm.
she goes, yeah, of course I wanna move in with you. Um, like, I'm still down.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, cool. And then I reached out to the hair girl. At this point, she was still down. And then I went and I signed the lease. And this is where my first mistake was, But I wouldn't even call it a mistake because I
Mhm.
feel like everything did happen the way it needed to,
Yeah.
as hard as it was, you know.
Mhm.
I should have like had them sign their name on the lease with me,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. So
Mhm.
I got the keys. I'll just say this. I got the
Mhm.
keys, which was so fucking surreal. I'm like, holy shit. Like, they don't,
You're like, I should
mama,
just.
I made it. You know,
Yes.
like, they don't
Yes.
do this like where I'm from. Like, my
Mhm.
background, you know, like, holy shit, this is like a huge step. Like,
Mhm.
I'm a fucking two-time business owner, you know?
Mhm.
And 3 days after that, after I signed the lease, she said, no, I can't sign with you because I have to
Mm.
go take care of stuff
Was this wait?
to
And this was the braid girl, or was this
this is the lash
the
girl.
lash girl?
hmm
Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Because she's like the only child and she had to go take care of like her mom's stuff and
Mhm.
move back to Guam.
Okay. Yes, I remember you
So
telling me about.
so I'm like, fuck. You know, I'm like,
You're like, damn. Now it's like me, myself, and I.
yeah, no, literally, I was like, well, fuck, it's game time, you
Mhm.
know? And then also, the hair braider ended up saying, you know, actually, I don't think this would be a good move for me because I need to make sure my clients were comfortable, whatever. And I'm
Mhm.
just like, well, fuck.
You're like, no, really, me, myself, and
I'm
I.
like, okay. So then the pressure started getting
Yeah.
heavy,
Yeah.
fears and doubts, all the things, you know?
Mhm.
Um, and then we get in. Also, I want to say, like, when you sign your lease, ask all the fucking questions.
Mhm.
Coming from a naive girl who didn't know what the fuck she was getting herself into.
Mhm.
When I had toured the space, I wasn't thinking to ask, okay, where's the circuit box?
Mhm.
That's what it's called, right?
Where
The
the
circuit.
temperature control?
No, that's a thermostat.
Okay.
Where's the thermostat?
Well, yeah, because that was a whole nother issue on
Exactly.
its, which, yeah, so
So,
many things.
so my unit was once so in this building, there's a chiropractor's office on one side, and then there's my unit, which was the lung specialist, which was all one unit, but my landlord split it into two.
Yeah, there was like a door at the very end of the hallway after all the rooms, and it would like split your space up with another space that was a massage therapy
Yeah, it was
room.
three
It
massage
was really
therapists.
supposed to be one unit, but the landlord just literally closed the door and was like, "Okay, it's two
Yeah.
units now." But the thermostat was on the other side, so
And we had the
we
circuit breaker, the main circuit
so we
breaker.
couldn't even like circuit breaker was on our side, thermostat was on their side.
Yeah.
And their shit was like, I don't know, the the homeless people situation too.
Yeah,
Remember all that?
we kept having people break into their side and come through to our
Yeah,
side.
yeah, because it was
It
like
was
in
a
the back
nightmare.
part. Yeah, so people like homeless people would like get in there
In
and stuff.
Tacoma, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So if
Not
you
it,
know, you know.
yeah.
Not in the best
Not the
area.
best area of Tacoma, one of those little pockets, but
But yeah, I didn't ask those questions. And so as I'm like tearing, literally demo mode,
mhm.
it's freezing in there. And I'm like, wait, where's the thermostat?
That was when you figured it out.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, like also as a landlord, why wouldn't you fucking tell me that?
He didn't care. He just wanted
Yeah, he knew
that
like
cash money.
exactly. Like he told me, all right, like, yeah, you split this unit with
Mhm.
another person, so you pay 70% electric and 70% natural gas, but I
Wait,
didn't
70/70.
well, or they pay 30, I pay 70
Oh, wait, why
of
are you
the
paying more? Because
electric
your space is
because my
bigger?
space was bigger.
Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't understand.
Well,
Because it's like you can't even control the thermostat
this is
though.
what ended up fucking biting me in the ass even like at the end of me about to move out
Mhm.
because I didn't realize I was actually paying their whole natural gas,
Yeah.
which was also weird because he had two providers. Like the electric was one provider, and then the natural gas, so like heating and hot water, was its own thing. And usually they're together.
Mhm.
He had
Mhm.
two providers, and so I didn't realize I was paying the whole thing for both sides. And they
Mhm.
actually had a washer and dryer. We had
Yeah.
sinks and we
Yeah.
flushed the fucking toilet. Like we
Yeah.
weren't
And
using hot
washers are
water like that.
using way more.
And they were constantly running it.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, so yes, ask those fucking questions, even though they
Mhm.
seem so small. Like,
Get everything in
get
writing.
everything in writing because
Yeah.
he also had stated, since I was going, I had told him all the plans I was going to do. And he stated he was gonna give me 8,000 towards the renovation, and I
Mhm.
was like, okay, that actually helps me really.
Because you're doing all this out of your own pocket and like
Exactly,
the money that you were
my
granted.
contractors,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fucking work. And so, yeah, he had said 8,000 towards rent, and I'm like, okay, fucking dope. So, I'm demoing everything, and then I'm realizing, okay, circuit breaker one side, heating on the other, um, and then also I found black mold.
Oh yeah.
I ripped out all of the
That was as
carpet
you were doing all
as
the
I'm in
renovations.
demo mode. Found fucking black mold. Ended up treating that on my own because he acted like he didn't know how the fuck to do it or whatever. So
Mhm.
paid for that. And
It's
then,
just crazy because you would think that in a
well,
business where,
he's
I mean,
actually supposed to be responsible, but I didn't know that. I was just like,
yeah,
whatever. Also, it would have taken more time for him to get another contractor to come
yeah,
in,
you're
and
like, fuck it, I'm just
I'm
gonna do it
like,
myself.
money is like.
Yeah, you're like, I need to start taking clients. I have to start
Exactly.
getting this place like ready for people to,
Presentable,
yeah.
ready for rent, whatever. And I went back and had asked him, okay, so how do you want to do this $8,000 off? Do you want to give me a couple months rent for free? Do you want to take a couple off of rent each month? Like, how do you want to do this?
Mhm.
And he goes, oh, I didn't say 8,000. I said 4,000. And I'm like, no, you didn't. Like, and that's a big fucking difference.
Mhm.
How would I get 8,000 from 4,000?
Yeah.
Like, that don't even
Well,
sound the
then it's
same.
again, it's like one of those situations where it's like, damn, like having this
I
in
didn't
writing
get,
would have been nice, you
which is
know?
like business, business, business. Literally, I did so many things wrong.
But I mean,
It was a learning
it's
experience.
not like you did things wrong. You like went at
Trusted
it.
people.
Yeah, you went at it with full like with good intentions and like hoping that everything was gonna work out. And you trusted people who should have like he should have known what he was
Like,
supposed to be
kept
doing
their
and stuff.
word.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, and then not thinking like, oh shit, when I have a business and people are promising money, I should probably have them write that shit and sign it.
right. And
Yeah,
and like, I don't know, I don't know, he seemed like he was a man of his word. I'll just say
yeah.
that. And
I mean, shit, maybe he
I was like,
did. I mean, maybe he just literally forgot.
I
Because
fucking doubt it.
you think that he really was like,
I
no,
or maybe like
we're
he
not gonna
was
switch.
pressed for money or something because he
Yeah,
had multiple,
totally. Mhm.
spaces.
Yeah.
Who fucking knows? I don't care. It was fucked up. And I was like, basically, I'm like, that covers my flooring material.
Yeah.
That doesn't cover like
All the
the
shit,
work.
the
Yeah.
walls that I new walls I put in, and
Yeah, like having to fix the walls. I threw away all of the shit in that building,
mhm, which
to
that
the
also costs
dumpster.
money.
Hella money.
Yeah.
Because we took out even like old cabinets that were original from the
Mhm.
90s,
Mhm.
like it was a lot. And
Mhm.
like patching up holes from old equipment,
Mhm. Mhm.
old medical equipment that was in there, which was all his responsibility.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, found the mold, whatever. Um, Let me take a little drinky drink too.
Take a little drinky drink. Take a little pause.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we're officially at 1 hour.
I told you it was gonna be a long one.
No, yeah. I'm like, should we just make it really long or should we
Yeah, and then if
have
we
a
need to
part
break it
two?
up into, I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
say the whole
Just say
fucking
the whole thing,
thing to
yeah.
get off my chest because I don't ever want to fucking talk about this shit again.
Hmm.
To be honest with you,
No, Zay's been on a tangent about how she needs to
I need to get this
get
off
this
my
out.
chest
Yeah. She's like,
because
I need to start talking about this before we go further with the podcast.
exactly, get it off my chest. Hopefully, help somebody, but also this is what contributed to the way shit worked out for me in the long run.
Hmm.
So, let me check on my notes too, just in
Yeah.
case. Do you have anything you want to chime in on?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm just listening.
Okay, so at this time, I was very hands-on with this fucking project.
Hmm.
Like, I stayed up. I was there every night, and Kaylani would come with me
Yep, yep.
too.
Lonnie would
Every
come.
night, like ripping out the carpet, taking all the like I can't even remember what they're called, but all the nail stuff
Hmm.
out, painting.
And you have videos of all. So you know what you should do? You should make a little like a reel of like your Sola spot, the Align Beauty, and then like where you're at now. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like that would be like the 1, 2, 3, like where you were like past, and then
Yeah. No,
to
I have
now.
a lot of renovation content, and I'll
Yeah.
actually have Wesley like put it on here,
Yeah.
like visuals, to
Mhm.
show because
Mhm.
I didn't show anybody. I was fucking in the thick of it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't give a
Cause you
fuck
did
about no
so much. Like
content.
I would try to like tell people what you did, but it's hard for people to like visualize. Cause I didn't know how bad it was until you showed me photos. I'm like, damn, you literally renovated all that. Like, girl, you should
Built
be
it
showing people what
brick
you
by
did. And
brick.
you're
Yeah.
like, but you were like in survival mode, like you said,
Yeah,
like
I
you
was
weren't
like,
thinking about content.
yeah, I was trying to get my clients in the door. I was
Yeah.
trying to get the rooms filled. I was like, I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck about that.
Mhm.
Which honestly could have helped me too.
It could
But
have brought in the clients too.
exactly.
I mean,
But
it's one like, well-oiled machine. You got to have all the moving parts to like, get the clients in and
yeah. So when we got all the paint already had primer, and Jeffrey, he bought me like primer in addition to the paint.
Oh, no, I remember you
So
told me this.
bitch, I fucking primed
The entire
the
space.
entire space, and then I go to open the colors and I'm like, wait, it says paint and prime, because I didn't know shit.
Yeah,
I
you're
didn't
like,
know how to even paint.
yeah,
Like this is all fucking YouTube University learning,
yeah,
and also like guidance from this so-called contractor.
yeah. It's like, damn, you could have at least told me that so I didn't have to paint it
I don't think he
twice.
fucking knew. Well, because come to find out, he wasn't a contractor. It was his
Mm,
dad's business, and he was like more
TTT.
he was more involved with like the fucking like paperwork and like the business part of it. But he was lying to me because he was trying to impress me, hoping
That's
that
so weird.
hoping that
That is
something would
so
come
weird.
of it.
Yeah.
And
Like a full-blown imposter.
literally. And
Literally.
at this time I
Phony.
had like
Phony behavior.
been noticing certain things that I'm like, is he really a contractor? Because when we
You're
were
like
going
picking
to
up on stuff.
yeah, when we were going to put the baseboards on, it looked like fucking shit. And I was even like saying like,
This doesn't look right.
yeah, like this looks ghetto. There's like a gap in between the flooring and the like, how can we fix this?
Mhm.
And then when we went to go patch the like holes in the
Mhm.
wall was actually like sticking out. We'll come to find out he didn't use like the right plywood.
Mm.
So little things like that. I'm like, are you even a contractor,
And
dude?
this is like basic like 101 contracting.
Exactly.
So it's like how do you not know how to put baseboards in? How do you not know how to like fill a hole in the wall? Like that should be
Exactly.
like literally like first grade contractor
And I
shit.
had my brother there. Thank you, big bro, or big bro, big little brother.
Big little brother.
Yeah, for coming and helping because he didn't even know. Like, he was helping me put the flooring in,
Mhm.
and Jeffrey was teaching him how to do it, teaching him. But my brother, like, figured it out. He's like,
He's
I don't
like, what
think this
the
is how you're supposed to do it. Like, whatever. I'm gonna do YouTube University. And he figured it out. But, okay, so that was like one red flag is I was like, okay, what the hell? Like shit is not getting done the way it needed to.
Mhm.
The other red flags was his weird ass behavior.
Mhm.
He literally would ask me like every fucking 2 weeks, like, like I think things between us are going really good. What do you think about taking this forward? And I'm like, no.
And you like drew the boundary
I
from the
already told you.
beginning.
Yeah, I was like, like I don't even have the time or the energy.
Yeah. And also you
And
ate my type.
you ain't my fucking type, bro. And during this time, I wasn't even like in contact with my best friend because I
Yeah.
didn't want her to get involved,
Yeah. You're like, I'm not even gonna tell her that her
Yeah, and I'm not trying to cause no
homie's being a
drama,
creep.
but like this is
Yeah.
annoying. Like, why do I have to confirm every 2 fucking weeks? I shit you not.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be with you, bro.
Yeah.
And
He's like,
then
maybe if I just do a little bit more contracting, it might. She
honestly,
might be open to the
something
idea
wasn't
of us.
right in the head,
Yeah, definitely.
And so when my brother was around doing the flooring, his tools started going missing. So first it was like his measuring tape.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was his other measuring tape. And it's like demo, so I'm like thinking demolition,
Mhm.
everything's like a fucking
Everywhere.
construction zone.
Yes, yes.
So I'm like, oh well maybe like, it's hidden. Like maybe it's like
it's somewhere in the chaos.
yeah, exactly. And so then his drill went missing. And I'm
Mhm.
like, there's no fucking way. This guy is like low key, like wants to be with me and he has his own business. I don't think that he's
Why
taking
would he
it.
like what would he why would he take tools? Yeah.
Exactly. And my brother was like, I'm just saying, like, that's weird. And, he actually got into like a verbal altercation with him.
No shit.
And it was weird. And he was like,
Wait, so did your brother accuse him of like
hell yeah, my
yeah.
brother almost whooped his ass. He did. And then I had to like separate him. And then I was like really processing. I'm like, it is weird though.
Wait,
Because
and then
I stayed
so
late
he
and I looked every nook and cranny and I
yeah.
could not find
So
his
he
shit.
confronted him and he was like
He started
standing 10
acting
toes
weird,
down.
but yeah, he was like, "Why would I do that? Like, I don't have no reason to do that. Whatever.
Yeah, you
I have
don't
my
have a
own stuff."
reason. You
Exactly. So
don't.
it was weird. And then
Yeah.
like he ended up finding he brought my brother's measuring tape. He's like, "Found the measuring tape."
Uh,
And I was like, "Where did you find
mm,
it?" And he was like underneath the flooring in like the last room. And I'm like, "Bro, I checked there, so you're fucking lying." And
mm.
then he told me he found the other measuring tape. Like, I'm pretty sure it was the same day. And then he told me where he found it. And I'm like, there's no fucking way
Did the
because I
drill
checked
come
there
up?
too.
Did
The
the drill?
drill never came up.
Oh.
And so
Was it a nice
I
drill?
message him. Well, Makita, men and
Yeah,
their power
yes,
tools.
yes,
You know what
yes.
I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
Yeah,
hubby's
it was
got
a
all the
nice
Makita
one.
shit.
Exactly. It was a nice
Yeah.
one. And my brother doesn't even like he
Yeah.
don't have tools like that. He
Yeah.
don't usually work on projects, but
Yeah.
whatever.
But
Like,
still it's like, yeah,
why
you
are you
had
taking
nice
my
tools.
shit?
Yeah, no, totally.
And I had asked him, I was like, wait, where
What?
did you find it? I texted him the next day because I was bothered. And he was like, I think I found he told me a whole nother place.
Oh,
When I
what?
texted him, he's like, I think I found it over here. And he kept saying, I think. And I'm like, how do you think? Like either you fucking you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
either you found it there or you didn't. But
Yeah.
whatever. Now I know you're lying. So I was like, okay, so he's a thief. He's over here pressuring me to be with him every 2 weeks. Shit's not
Yeah.
getting done. And then I'm like staying up till 4 in the morning and I'm like, he's just trying to like be near me, like kick it with me.
It's so
And
weird.
and so I was doing shit that or he was doing shit that I could do on my own. So
Yeah.
finally I was like,
What the
no,
fuck do I even need you
yeah, I'm
for?
like, I need you
Yeah.
to do this, and this while you're here. Like you're wasting my money, my energy. Like I'm
Yeah.
losing clients, like no. And so
Mhm.
literally I had to like stand over him and made sure he got the big shit done.
But then it's just like at that point it's like I should just fucking do this shit myself,
And I
you
was
know?
basically. And
Mhm.
so that happened and then he started getting vindictive and like not showing up. And I'm like, bro. And okay, so one night I like
Mhm.
cried to him too. I was like, I am gonna go into debt. Like, what the
Mhm.
fuck,
Mhm.
And he was like, look at all that you've done. Like, we're so close and blah blah blah.
And
And
like
I'm just like, and he
manipulating.
like gave me a hug, and I'm just like, bro, you're an energy vampire. That's when I clocked it. Like finally I was like
Mhm.
aware. I'm like, okay, a month and a half into this
Mhm.
shit, like, no,
I almost feel like
you're
he was
just
like
trying to
making
impress
shit
me.
harder too because he
He
was like,
was making shit harder because
yeah,
I had to go back and redo a lot of the shit he
yeah.
did.
When it was also like a way for him to like have like a little bit of control over you too. He's like, if I keep like, things get misplaced
Yeah,
or
he's
this,
like,
she's
I
gonna
want to
need
be
me.
like
She's gonna need.
Captain Save a Ho.
Yeah,
Like, I want
he
to,
exactly.
like
He's
be
gonna
the hero for the damsel
want
in
to feel
distress.
needed.
Yeah, and I felt that right away. And I was like, nope, like,
Yeah. Snip, snip, motherfucker.
exactly. And so, the last straw for me was, he he was like, I'm taking some time off in December because of Christmas. I'm gonna have all this time. So if you need me to come and help you at the spa, and I'm like, well, of course I need you. You're the only one helping me. And
Hmm.
he's like, all right. I was like, okay, meet me at Home Depot. We got all day, these few days. Let's just knock a bunch of shit out. And he ghosted me for like a couple days. Because I hit him up and I was like, okay, meet me at Home Depot. Crickets, crickets. And then he tried to lie and say something about his grandma passing away, which I caught him up in that lie too. So then I finally had to cut him
Not the
off.
grandma passing
Yeah.
away.
So then I finally had to cut him off. And, well, also, like before that, he was like, I can't help but notice that things are getting finished at the spa. So
Are or aren't?
are getting close to being finished at the
Oh, okay.
spa. So, I think that like we're not going to be hanging out as much.
Absolutely the fuck
And I'm
not.
like, no. I'm going to be running my business,
Yes,
you
which is
know?
what like you were supposed to be helping me with the whole freaking
Exactly. So
time.
then I'm like, okay, I can't fucking deal with this dude. Like, he's fucking weirdo. He's not getting the hint. Thank you for the supplies, but I gotta figure out
There's
the
a
next
door.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then cut him off. He was getting weird. I had to reach out to my friend.
Mhm.
Almost ended up getting a restraining order on the dude.
Oh, I
Um,
thought you did go through with it, or did you?
no,
Okay.
I didn't. I didn't. Just because I was
That's
fucking
like
busy.
another thing on the
But his
list.
baby mama got a restraining order on him. I
Oh,
found out.
which is
So
just
I'm
like,
like,
okay, if he's already got one,
exactly.
he must be certified
On some
creep.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so then at this point, I was like, okay, well, fuck. Now I gotta find a contractor. I'm like running out of money,
Yeah.
all the scary things. And like, I say this with like so much, like, I don't know, poise,
Mm-hmm.
but this shit was heavy,
Mm-hmm.
like, it was scary. I'm a young girl on my own, don't know what the fuck I'm getting myself into. Thought I had tenants, didn't have tenants. Thought I had someone helping me being a contractor. Shit got weird with that, and now I'm like, okay, well, fuck. So this is when the doubts, the fears really started rolling in. At this point, I wasn't doing my self-care. Like, I wasn't doing my mindset work. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't, I didn't really have time. I
Mm-hmm.
did have time. I should have been doing it, but I was exhausted. My energy was
Mm-hmm.
depleted, And so
And you were focused on like so many other
I
things,
was
like how am I gonna like stay in the space and
yeah,
take clients and do everything that involves like running a business too.
exactly. And but I was already so deep in it. I signed the contract. I got to, keep the ball moving and also like trying to homeschool my daughter during this point
Mm-hmm.
and all that. So I started getting like into a depression during this
Mm-hmm.
time because it was a lot. And so then I had a client come in around this time, and we're kind of comparing stories with like her going through her like spiritual awakening,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And we resonated with each other, and so she had asked me to meet her for lunch, and I had canceled on her the day when the day came
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, girl, I can't meet you for lunch. Like, I got to figure out what I'm going to do about this contractor. And she goes, oh, well, don't you know my husband is a jack of many trades?
Oh gosh, this is
He
where.
can help
Oh
you.
my god. Okay, this gets even crazy. It's so funny
This
because
is
we're
where
not.
the plot
Yes, but
thickens.
we're not even. It's funny because we're not even like halfway through the story. This is
I
like
know.
this
It's
might
sad.
this honestly might have to be like a two. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see after you get through this next group of people.
Might have to break it up.
Might have to break it
I'll
up
do my best to be like speedy with
because
this.
we're already like over an hour at this point,
Well,
and I feel like we're not even halfway through. There's so much to be said still.
I'll be as speedy as I can.
Yes, yes. Also, yeah, because
But
I'm like we could still like I still talk about it, but we can kind of in a
just
more
break it up.
yeah break it up a little bit
Like
or just
into another episode.
no. I think you can. I think you can tell the whole story, but maybe like try not to get like too detailed about it. I know it's hard to not though.
I know. Honestly, it is what it is.
I say oh yeah, keep the ball rolling with because I'm like yeah because I think we're at an hour and 10 minutes.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I say yeah, just keep it just when we're done with these next two individuals, then see where we're
Well,
at.
I feel like that's like really
Yeah.
after those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then because I'm like well because there's one more, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'll go as fast as I can with
Yes.
this
Yes.
shit. But this shit's
Yes.
like weird woo woo.
No, it is. That I think this is the craziest part of
This
the
is
story
where
itself.
like being an empath and being a business owner and like being tapped in
Yeah.
all collide.
No,
You know what I'm
totally.
saying?
Totally.
So, this is where this person comes in. I need a name for her.
Oh god.
Becky. No, she's not a Becky.
She's like a I don't know.
Crone girl.
Yeah. I was gonna say Gertrude.
That's hella funny.
Gorgana.
Gertrude. Let's do Gertrude.
That's kind of hard to say though. Gertie.
Honestly, this
Let's-
bitch.
This
No.
bitch. No. Let's say Jenny.
Jenny.
Jenny's
Okay.
easy. Jenny's easy.
Okay.
And then I actually don't know the name of the husband, so you can make that one up.
I'm not even gonna speak his name. It's
Okay.
fine.
So Jenny, your client.
Okay.
Wait, This was the client.
Mhm.
Yes.
So then once again, I'm like, well, fuck, thank you.
Yeah.
Still like,
Like more like maybe this second time around it'll be
yeah,
better.
like
Yeah.
because I see the good in people, and
Yeah.
I hope like, why are you preying on me?
Cuz you have
Why can't you
it's
respect my
because
boundaries?
you have when you have like what we had talked about before when you have like that inner light within you, energy vampires and like dark forces literally like it's like a moth to a
And
flame.
that's what I
You know
also
what I
want to
mean?
say is like when you're not doing your self-care,
And
all the
grounding
things
yourself.
that helped me manifest this dream, I didn't keep up with it.
Yeah.
I
You
didn't.
left yourself like open and vulnerable.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
depressed, and so,
The dark forces like latched
it
onto
kept
that.
coming. I kept
Yeah.
attracting like the same situation over and over
Hmm.
again. Um so this is where it gets weird. So her husband comes in and they're saying that they'll do it for free, and I offered them stuff. I offered them money. I offered them a trade in services, and I did give them both of those things. But, she was adamant about doing shit for free, and I'm like, "Thank you. I appreciate it." Like, fuck. She saw the potential, so I thought. And he came in, he fixed some of the stuff that Jeffrey fucked up,
Hmm.
and then it started being another slow build.
Hmm.
And I was just like thankful for the help at this
Hmm.
time. I was just like, okay, well, honestly, just thank
Yeah.
you.
It
And
was
I kind of felt like a burden in a way,
yeah.
even though
Even though they offered to
even
help.
though they
Yeah.
offered, which is like a trauma response too. I don't like
Hmm.
asking for help already,
Hmm.
and then like the help that I just
Yeah.
was going to
One
receive
also
kind
it's
of
like
fucked me
they
over.
almost were like disguising that they were helping you, but they weren't actually helping the
No,
entire time.
they
Like, cause it
weren't.
was like months and months and months had gone by, and they
Nothing
were
had been
like
done.
really like they were acting like they were helping, but then they
They're
actually,
manipulating me.
yeah, they were almost like, which is crazy because she wanted to work out of that space. Like,
So
yeah,
she was going through, I don't know, like a midlife crisis type of thing, which I didn't even like notice until like deeper into the situation. But she was like, "Oh my God, like I would love to like be a part of this, and
yeah,
like I could offer sound bowl healing, or I could like I have this oxygen machine business that I wanted to start. Like this would be a great place." And I was like, "I'd love to support you with building that because that's what I do. I love to
put people
support
on.
people, put them
Yeah.
on, build their business, whatever." And then she's like, "What do you think about like letting me have a couple months free in one of the rooms while we do the help you finish the build out?" And I'm like, "I don't mind that. We could do
Hmm.
that. We could do a little trade situation." And then things weren't fucking getting done to the point where I would like reach out, be like, "Are you guys coming by?" And she would make excuses like, "Oh, well, we're going to sand the cabinets down and paint them." And I'm like, "You told me you're going to do that last week." And
Hmm.
then they bring the cabinets and they're not sanded down. She just paints them.
Hmm.
The sink situation, I had asked him if he could measure and like order the sink base. And he, like a month went by and it wasn't delivered on the day that he said. And then she tells me, "Oh, well, he's actually going to build one from scratch. He's really good. He's really good." And I'm just like,
Would
dude,
love to see those skills
yeah,
IRL.
like what the fuck? And during this time when she would come, she was bringing me like charcuterie boards. She was
Fucking
like,
weird.
yeah, like, and I like took it as a kind
Yeah, you're like,
gesture.
oh, that's sweet. Well, and then
Exactly.
I was actually there when she brought like the chairs. Remember she brought the chairs? So it's like almost like she was
Little by little, she was like trying
doing
to act like she
she
was
was
doing
doing,
shit,
but she
but
really,
she
in
wasn't.
reality, there was like nothing that was getting done. Like all the stuff that needed to be done in order to like get people in the door and get your rooms filled and stuff. Like none of the like the main things that need to be done were getting done. It was like little things. She's like, oh, like yeah, bringing you charcuterie trays and bringing in chairs. That's just like okay. That's besides like we need the baseboards done. We need these cabinets done. Like there's so
Mhm.
many things that like we need the walls painted. It's like all this shit that needed to be done that was actually like priority list, you
Right.
know?
And she was going through I'm gonna try not to get too fucking deep, but it's
Yeah.
hard not
It's
to.
hard because it does get deep.
She was like cheating on her husband and she was telling me these things, and of course I'm not gonna bust her out. I'm trying to still like keep shit professional, but her husband would come and try to vent to me, and like I'm a fucking empath. So then even that was weighing on me to the point where they kind of had like he was telling me one thing, she was telling me another
And
thing.
you're like
I
in the
acted like
middle.
I'm in the middle, and so I was like telling her like I can't deal with this shit. Like
Mhm.
don't involve me. Like if it's not business related, I don't want to hear about it. Like this
Mhm.
is too much. As much as I like want to be your friend and be there for you, I can barely be there
Yeah.
for
I'm also
myself
not
right
getting in the
now.
middle of this whole like affair that y'all are
It was
having
weird,
either. Yeah.
yeah. And so then he started telling me that she had like a ketamine problem, and I'm like, well, fuck. So that was like an
Damn.
eye opener. I'm like, well, goddamn, like what I get myself into?
Yeah.
And I should have known because she would say weird off the wall shit, like like
Mhm.
I collect many people of trades or many
Like the fuck does that
like
even mean?
weird
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
and like oh I feed off people,
Okay, that's like
like weird
first
shit.
red
And I
flag of
knew
like,
she
yeah.
was like woo woo, but then I'm like,
She was dark woo woo
you're,
though.
yeah, you're doing some weird shit.
Like dark
And then I
magic
started
shit.
finding like beads in my plants.
Were your plants dying?
My plants were fucking dying.
She's like putting like a spell like
No,
on your
that's what
shit.
was happening,
Yeah.
honestly, and I figured that out later. So what really like kind of had me snap out of it is she had brought me a weird ass dish that her and the person she was like in an affair with
Mhm.
like created, right? She's like, this is
Mhm.
what we could do for the grand opening. It's
And it. Oh
cherries,
yeah.
bacon, cheese. It was a weird concoction, but I was like, it was actually fucking good.
Did you eat it?
I ate all of it, and I ate it like so fast, and I even asked her like, do you want some of this? And she's like, oh no, I'm good. And then after I ate it, she was like, yeah, we didn't have it. It had cinnamon on it. Okay,
Mhm.
so all these things are weird, like witchy things.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, when we created it, we didn't have like anything to sprinkle the sugar, so we put it in our hand, and when we blew on it and we looked at each other and we're like, we're making a spell. And in black magic, they have to tell
Cinnamon.
you what they're doing.
Yeah.
And so it clicked then, and
Yeah.
I was
Well, and
like,
also
fuck. I was like, this bitch has been telling me what
Yeah.
she's been doing this whole
Yeah. Well, I
time.
remember we looked into the properties of cinnamon and it used in ritual, and it was like to.
On and like almost every ritual.
Yeah, yeah, and it's used to like amplify like whatever you're
Make
doing.
something happen quick.
Yeah.
And then
And the fact that they like I
I
don't
didn't
that is
I wasn't telling
honestly
I know.
crazy.
I wasn't telling people like what I was going through because it was even hard for me to fucking dissect and even like
Yeah.
understand what was
You're like, is
happening.
this really happening
And
to me
I was
right now?
kind of in like a trance psychosis because I was letting them like kind
Yeah.
of walk all over me
Yeah.
and like let this thing
Yeah.
drag out for so
Yeah.
long,
Well,
which
and they were like
normally I
hardcore.
wouldn't,
Yeah,
you
they were like
know?
hardcore manipulating you too because you were already in a low place. You needed help, and then like here come these two people that are like, have this mask on that they're gonna help you,
And
but in reality, they're
usually
doing some fucking dark
weird
magic on
shit.
you.
Yeah, and
It's
usually
crazy.
like I have more willpower to like not let people fucking walk all over me and not let shit like that drag out. Like even with the Jeffrey situation, like it didn't last for that long, you
Hmm.
know? Like I started clocking shit and
Yeah.
then I was like absolutely not.
Yeah.
But with this, I didn't realize until fucking 8 months
That's
in
crazy.
when
Well,
I
and then
was
you had the
supposed
dream. You had the
I
dream
had the
too.
dream. Okay, so let me like back up just a little bit with the food situation.
Mhm.
I had a client, my good dear friend, and she came in and she's Hispanic and she's
Mhm.
talking about a similar situation she was going through where she helped some people from Mexico move into her house and
Mhm.
helping them get established, and they were doing some weird shit, some black magic. And she was telling me, don't ever accept fruit from anybody or any food. And I was like, wait, why? And she didn't know that this was
Oh,
happening.
she had no idea
And
that they had gifted you that.
exactly. And after uh, the person, Jenny, had
Yes.
said
They were
that,
doing a spell on
I
you.
was like, cord cut, return to sender. And then I already stopped like accepting
Things
things
from
from
her.
her
Yeah.
because I'm like, I think that she is doing that. I
Mhm.
think she's actually telling me what she's doing.
No,
And I'm
totally.
just like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude? Like,
Yeah.
kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, so kind of like took my power back in that situation
Yeah.
for the most part. And then she told me, especially cherries, especially fruit. And I was like, wait, why fruit? Because she
Yeah.
would constantly bring me charcuterie
Oh
boards
my
and
gosh,
it'd have
with fruit.
fucking fruit on it. And
Yeah,
she
why
was
is
like,
fruit?
because she's Hispanic, so she explains things different, like a
Mhm.
little differently.
Yeah.
She's like, because it makes your heart soft. And I was like, you mean passive? And
Yeah.
she was like, yeah. And I was like,
You're like,
holy
it's been
shit.
about 8 months that this bitch has
I'm
been
like, holy
softening me
shit.
up.
And
That
so,
is crazy.
and like, I have some really fucking deep ass dreams.
Mhm.
And one of the dreams didn't click until she's like standing in my reception area. And I'm like, it was almost like I have, what are they called? Like, where you dream something and it's like,
Oh, lucid
before
dreaming?
before well that I do
Oh,
that too, but like before it happens, like when you
like
dream of,
intuitive dreaming?
I would say
Psychic dreaming?
intuitive. I might be a little psychic, but like
Yeah.
I don't know about it until
Like,
the situations happen. I'm like, oh shit,
yeah. Yes.
I dreamed this, you
Yeah.
know? And so she
You'd
was
get like downloads. Yeah.
exactly in a dream form.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like my guides are fucking trying to tell me like
Mhm.
this shit is gonna happen. So just like
Mhm.
be aware.
Mhm.
So she's like standing in my reception area and I'm like, I think I had a dream about you. And she's like, oh really? Tell me. And
Mhm.
I'm like,
It wasn't a good
I was
dream.
like, I'll let you know when I figure
Process
out
it.
what it means,
Yeah,
you know?
totally.
So this dream, it was so strange. I was like in like a dark bar and I was like with my ex at a table and there was like six people standing at this table, sitting at this table and they had beady eyes and they're just like staring at me. And I was like, this is weird, like witches,
Mhm.
like that was what my
Mhm.
intuitive thing
Was
was
telling
clocking,
me,
you
yeah.
know? And then it changed really quickly to where we were in a garage and my citrine crystal was on the ground, but it was like huge. And if you know citrine, it's
Mhm.
like confidence, um,
Yeah.
abundance, you know.
Money,
Yeah,
success, all that.
exactly,
Yeah.
all that. And I was like, and this is actually my crystal in real life.
Mhm.
Like the same, it looked the same, but it's just like much
Mhm.
bigger.
Mhm.
And I was like, wait, is this mine? I'm pretty sure it's mine. I'm gonna take it. So I took
Mhm.
it. We get in the car, and then my ex is like driving really fast, and I'm like, oh my God, they're following us. Why are they following us? And he's like, well, I took this, and it was like a witchcraft book. And I was like, why the fuck would you do that? But then at the time, I didn't know the faces that were sitting there. But then one of the faces was her husband, her cousin, and like two other people that she tried to be investors in my business. That was another
Oh my,
situation.
you actually could
She
remember all the
promised,
faces?
yeah, she promised
Wow.
me investors, but it like clicked
Mhm.
because I remembered the dream
Mhm.
like later on, you know?
Mhm.
And so I was like, okay, no,
Yeah.
this is bad juju. My
Mhm.
ex was like trying to tell me, well, you should just like have them finish it off. And I'm like, fuck
No,
no.
not when it comes to like my energy and
I'm like, you
like
don't understand this shit.
no.
I was like, I'm getting energy siphoned,
No,
like
totally.
getting fed
No,
on.
that there's no waiting around. Like you have to cut those people off like immediately. Cause now
Exactly.
you're dealing with like someone who's like trying to like attack your spirit and your soul.
Exactly.
Like you can't like hold off on that. It's like
No.
you instantly have to be like cut the cord, like full blown cord cutting ritual.
That's what I had to
The
do.
salt around the
No,
spa, like
literally.
you
Remember we did a cleansing
yeah, we
little.
did a cleansing one at the spa like right after they had left. I'm like, bitch, we gotta clean the space out.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
what happened as soon as we did that?
Yeah, exactly.
The
We literally had a
rooms
clean
got
house.
yeah, rooms got filled
Oh
like
yeah,
directly after
yeah.
that.
As soon as I cut the cord with her, rooms got filled. But the
After eight
story,
months of not having anybody in the
I
space, like that's crazy.
exactly,
So it's like, wow, it actually was her the whole time.
exactly. So
Yeah.
me cutting her off is like a trippy ass story because
Yeah.
I was like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some black stones in my bra,
Yeah.
absorb that dark ass
Yeah.
energy
Yeah.
and
Protect
not
myself.
let her be able to tap into
Hmm.
me because she's like a sweet talker. She comes
Yeah.
off really sweet and loving,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
no,
that's how they are.
it's
And it's like
crazy.
it's
A
the charm
mask.
they get you with the charm and
Yeah,
the like
charm magic or
yes,
whatever.
yes.
And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna invite her in the spa, talk to her in person. So she comes in, she's all like dressed up,
Does she not
like
usually dress up?
business. Well, she's like dressed in like a business attire, like a
Yeah.
little what cardigan and
Yeah.
whatever. And she's like, I'm so excited, I'm gonna take a client next week. And I'm like,
Oh wait,
doing what?
didn't you didn't you send her a text that you wanted to talk or something? So I feel like there's a reason she showed up looking that a type of way and then
Well,
also
yeah, I was
talking that.
like, hey girl, I need to have a business meeting with you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And so she shows up and she's like,
I'm taking my client
yeah,
next
I get
week.
to take a client next week. And I'm just like, bitch, doing what?
Like you don't do anything.
Exactly. You didn't get certified in anything you said. Like, I don't,
None of your
nothing's
oxygen
moving.
shit set up. Like what would you be doing?
Exactly. And so I was like, right. Yeah. And
Right.
I'm like, okay, well, I just want to let you know that your lease has actually been up. And
Youth expired,
she's like,
girl.
okay. And I was like, and I'm not renewing it. And she's like, okay. And then she's like, fuck. And I'm just like thinking, that's a weird ass response.
Yeah.
Because I think she ended up getting investors or something like
Yeah,
that.
or
Just
something.
because
I
of
think there was
all
more
the
like
fake
behind.
promises, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I just need to be focused on my daughter. Um, I need to like protect my energy, my money. And
From you.
I was like, honestly, I don't know how much longer the spa will be because this has been such a difficult time. But I wasn't really
You were kind
telling
of
her
just
the
brush it
truth.
off as like you need to get the fuck out.
Exactly.
Pack your bags, girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she was like trying to tug on my heart and she's like, I know, I think it's so like noble what you're doing with your daughter. This is what we do it for the kids. And I'm just thinking like, girl, your kids don't even talk to you. Nice
Mm,
try. And she's like, at this time too, I literally like energetically felt like I was taking my power back
mhm.
because I heard my throat
Yes.
like no, my throat was literally like like it got weird
Yeah.
cuz when I started answering her like no was a complete sentence, she like kept trying
Yeah.
like okay, let's go meet for lunch.
Mhm.
Can we meet outside of
You're
this?
like, girl, no.
Lunch. Like
Yeah.
can we meet outside of the spa? Like, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "No." I was like, I'm firm.
Mhm.
And she's crying.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is how I feel. This is what's
Mhm.
happening. And I actually like heard like in my ear, like throat chakra opening.
Mhm.
Cause
Mhm.
I'm like, that's weird. Like, I was like, no,
Well, also, yeah, with
no.
yeah, with energy vampires and people who like are like that too, it's like when they're trying to like suck the energy from a source and you're like firm in your boundaries. I've literally, me and Dan have encountered people like this. You set that boundary and they like literally like almost like freeze up in a weird way where they don't even know what to do with themselves. It's like, oh shit, I can't manipulate this person anymore. Like, what do I do? What do I do? And that's
Yeah.
why she's like, fuck, because she's like, she realizes that like, bitch, you have no
Game
power over
over.
me.
Bitch, game over.
It's like the end of the labyrinth. Like, you
Right.
have no power
No,
over me.
literally. And
Literally.
like this might sound weird to some of the audience, but I don't give a fuck. This is what happened. I could see like my angels, like my spirit team, like
Mhm.
behind her.
Mhm.
And at first I was like, what the fuck is that? It kind of like tripped me out. And I'm like, is that this bitch is like demons or something?
Yeah.
But it felt good and I felt protected. Like I had people like, no, like
Wow.
fucking stand firm in your boundaries and get this
Yeah.
bitch out.
Yeah.
You
Well, and
know?
didn't you say that like her face
Her
started
face
changing?
started changing and I felt like she even got smaller. Like it was
Yeah.
like she got smaller and like I felt like bigger.
Yeah.
It was like a weird
That's crazy.
optical illusion type
Yeah.
of thing, okay?
Yeah. You have
And
no power over me, girl.
and also I will say this too. I feel like I was breaking like a generational curse, which we
Mhm.
can get into in a whole nother fucking
Mhm.
story.
Mhm.
And yeah, so that was fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, like we said, as soon as I got the bitch out of there, and it took a while too, she
Yeah.
still tried to manipulate me and keep her stuff there. And I was like, no,
Be
come
weird.
get your stuff out
Yeah,
now.
because I think I had also joined Align Beauty right in like the tail end of all of this, because I had met her and her husband,
Mm-hmm.
and so like I had kind of saw the unravel, and then you were telling me all this weird shit, and I was like, girl, that you gotta cut
Clean
ties with this
house.
girl. So
Yeah.
I was like there for the very end of that, and yeah, as soon as you realized what kind of person or entity she was, that's when you were like, okay, we cutting ties, and then we ended up doing like the ritual of like cleansing the space and doing like the high frequency sounding sage, like literally
Said a
the
prayer
salt.
over.
Literally, yeah, we did a full like affirmation prayer. Like we had like literally like had to cleanse that space and
Yeah,
all that energy out.
exactly.
But it's kind of crazy because as soon as we did that, what happens? All the rooms
All
just
the
get
rooms got
filmed
filled.
after 8 months. Like you can't make that shit up. Like there
No.
was definitely some dark forces trying to like
Fuck with me.
take your power away, take your light away,
Mhm.
feed off of you.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And so, next situation, which won't be very long.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we're at about an hour and 30. So I feel like you could not gloss over this, but I feel like this isn't, there's not as much. Like that
no,
was more very deep.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, the next situation is I had a tenant that was, and I just want to say, like, I thought about this over and over again and marinated whether I was going to say anything about this, but I'm gonna fucking say it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak
I
my
mean, it's your
piece.
story, it's your journey, and
Yes,
it is what it
exactly.
is.
So this client of mine, I had encouraged and in a way mentored because I like put her on to everything that I knew, my school I went to, the product line that I use, all the things because I'm not a gatekeeper and also that's one of my purposes in life is to encourage people
Yeah, you
and
put people on.
help them in their
Yeah.
journey, you know, and I could tell like by the questions she was asking me, like she was really interested and I thought that she would be a good esthetician. So
Hmm.
encouraged her to go to aesthetic school. She ended up signing a lease with me and I don't even know where to begin with
I
this
don't
shit.
know. Yeah, it's kind of a long story.
Yeah. So,
I mean, what do you want to say about the situation? Because it's kind of like I think what we can get out of this last individual is like you keep having these people in your life that show up like it's like the same entity in like different bodies
forms.
or different
Yeah.
forms. So it's like every time something happens with a certain person, it's like it's almost like it's kind of the same thing. So it's as if the universe is trying to get you to like break these cycles, and it's like, okay, if this person shows up, like, I mean, even look at your situationship. Like, it's like all these different people show up, and the universe is asking if you're able to break these cycles or if you've changed and it's like, if I present this person to you, are you going to go through the same cycles? Or are you going to break that cycle
Yeah.
and be a generational cycle breaker? Or are you going to just keep going through the motions?
Right.
So it's kind of that same situation, even
Yeah.
though this person was like,
I
not
I
into
feel
like
like
the
this
black
person,
magic,
yeah, it was
like
a little different, but just like fucking people don't respect your space. People don't respect your boundaries.
yeah.
They get mad when you want to show up and be a boss.
Mm,
Um, but basically things were going good. Around the time when she actually signed the lease,
yeah.
I lost my sister tragically and I went through a deep ass depression. So
Mm-hmm.
when I wasn't at the spa for like a good solid 3 weeks
Mm-hmm.
and then
But
when I came back
you had
I
people
had
in the
tenants.
rooms.
I
We
had
had
tenants.
tenants, yeah.
When I came back, I noticed like she wasn't really respecting the space, like leaving coffee cups, which wasn't a big deal, but it was like you would leave
Again,
them
it's like,
there overnight and then like I would ask her, "Hey girl, like can you make sure don't keep your stuff in the reception area, like go in the break room, like if you want to like leave your food
yeah.
because it just
It was
looks
like
gross."
also it wasn't just coffee cups. It was like snack wrappers. It was
Crumbs.
dirty socks. It was dishes in the sink every day.
Mhm.
It was like more than just, it was like a disrespect for the space because Zay would always ask this person like, "Hey, can you please like, keep our spot nice? Like when our
Yeah.
clients come in,
Like do your part as
they
a
don't want to
business
see
owner
trash everywhere."
and
And
in
it's
the
like,
collective too.
yeah, so
We
it's like,
share this space.
yeah, it's like she would leave trash out in the lobby, and then like her room was a different story. I'm just like, it's kind of crazy that this person is able to even like be a practitioner with the way that
Yeah.
she kept her room. I was just like,
I know, honestly. No, like seriously.
yeah, I don't know how deep you want to get into it, but
Well, okay, so then this
yeah,
person started like posting subliminals on TikTok.
like kind of shading Zay in a way where it's like Zay had mentored this girl to like be an esthetician, welcomed her
I was
into her
like nothing but
space,
nice to this
yeah, and would
person.
encourage her, and then she got to the point where she was like posting subliminals, kind of talking shit about Zay and the studio without saying that.
Mhm.
And then it got to the point where you like had to block
Yeah,
her
I just unfollowed her because I'm like,
or
I'm pretty
unfollowed
sure
her.
this is
Yeah.
about me, but also she's like rage baiting. Like that's
Yeah.
like her
Yeah.
like how she shows up on social media and I was like, I don't want to see this all the time. So
Mm,
I did unfollow her
yeah.
and that really made her feel some type of way
Yeah.
cuz then
Which
she's
again, in plain devil's advocate, it's like, okay, if like your friend boss like were to unfollow you, I mean
I
like
still had her on the other
I would
socials.
totally think some type of way too. I'd probably be like, wait, what the fuck? But like also, I
I
mean,
was still treating her with
yeah,
respect, you
yeah.
know,
But
like
also like social media is social media. It's like not a big deal. But I feel like that made her like really
start
spiral.
disrespecting
Yeah.
even more.
Yeah. And like full blown talking shit and
Yeah,
yeah.
like I had her on cameras like talking crap about me to her clients. Um
And other
and other
estheticians, yeah.
estheticians. I could hear in the room like low-key talking crap, and she actually like left the space unlocked and with the windows wide open, like the
Yeah.
blinds wide open, which is like we've been broken into, so it's like why would you do that? It was like she was intentionally doing things just to like get at me.
It was like the
And I'm
little
just like
disrespects over time that was like bothering you. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. And so um there came a time where she was like going to move out and I was like totally on board with that because it was like fucking with my energy when I had already like I was finally at a good place,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
No, we were good. We were
honestly,
throwing events. We had like all the rooms filled. Like it didn't feel like you were in that survival mode like you were. Like it felt like
exactly.
things were finally like, okay, things are good right now. Like we have a good group of girlies. Like we were even like it felt good. It felt like we kind of had like a little sisterhood going on.
Yeah, exactly
Um
how what I
like
like
that.
envisioned, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. And so with that it was just yeah, it was kind of like back to that. Okay, great. Here's another person just like here to like disrespect my space, disrespect me, like take advantage of me. Not that she took advantage, but like I don't know. It was just like
Just disrespectful
yeah,
for no
yeah.
reason.
Yeah. And then you had the day where you like kind of called her out and same situation that happened with Jenny from the block where
Mhm.
you're like you felt like you were taking your power back kind of and they
Mhm.
got like really small and like
Started she like started crying and stuff and it was like I was like, why are you acting like this? Like, why are you saying these things? It's so unprofessional. Like, you don't, I know you're leaving. I actually told her like she needed to leave sooner because she was
yeah,
like on a week to week at
yeah,
this point,
yeah,
and she kind of freaked out about it. And then I kind of was like, gave her a little grace, and I'm like, it's fine. Like, you can stay for the rest of this time, but like, you don't have to be unprofessional and you don't have to leave on a bad note. Like,
yeah,
I'm not doing anything wrong. Like,
yeah.
you're
You're really just like what the fuck, I've been
not
so
taking
nice to you
accountability.
and
Yeah, and you're
yeah,
not taking
mentoring you.
accountability for
Yeah.
these little
And
things.
blatantly talking shit about me and my establishment. Like that is like on
Exactly.
some like top tier disrespectful shit.
Exactly.
And like, I don't know, just like the constant shit talking about other people. It's like,
I'm
girl,
a
like
girl's
fine.
girl. Like, we
No.
don't fucking do that.
And it's like I don't know. I feel like I feel like this happens all the time in like the esthetician world, but it's just like estheticians got to be always bringing other estheticians down. I'm like, what happened to girlhood? What happened to being a girl's girl? What happened to like lifting each other up? Like, especially when you're talking shit about the person who literally made you like inspired you to be an esthetician. Like, I don't know. I
Exactly.
feel like that's on some like weirdo behavior. Like,
It's just,
yeah,
I just can't. I
yeah,
just can't. But anyway, so, um, couldn't wait for her to be out, honestly. And then as I'm renovating her room, the floor was so fucked up that
it
I
was
had to
bad.
pay
Yeah,
$500 just to get the floor
yeah.
fixed. Like I don't even know what she did to it. That it's like crazy to think about.
Yeah, well,
Which
it's
comes
probably
with
all
being
yeah.
a like spa manager, spa
Yeah,
owner,
someone who's
whatever.
like leasing people because it's like okay,
Project manager.
yeah, well, it's like you have all these
Ex-
tenants that are responsible for these rooms, but then at the end of the day, you're responsible for how they
yeah,
leave the rooms, you know?
exactly. Which like still it's almost like it was intentional. And then had her I when she moved in I said, okay, if you because the room that she was in did not have a sink, and I was like, if you purchase a sink, I'll actually purchase it back from you because obviously we're gonna have it
Yeah,
installed.
when you like, if you would decide to leave the space someday, like I'll
Exactly.
purchase it back.
And I had went in there before she even left, and there was like oil stains. She hadn't even been there for 9 months. There was like oil stains.
Like the
The
vanity
the
had shit
sink,
all over it.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna
The
lease
floors
this
were
out.
messed
It was
up.
like
The walls
not,
were messed up.
yeah, and the sink was not repairable. And I know that she told me that the sink was like clogging, and I'm like, that's, well, why do we have that issue?
Yeah, like
So then,
what are you putting for the
well, so then
sink?
I went to go clean the sink out, and there's literally a fucking Slim Jim
No, bitch, I
wrapper.
was with you.
You were with me. I have videos.
We have
There's hard wax, hair, a Slim Jim fucking wrapper
no, you
in
can't
my
make this
sink.
up. Literally Slim Jim wrapper in the sink. That's why it wasn't draining because there was food wrappers lodged into the
Exactly.
brand new sink
So
that
I
she
don't know.
bought.
That
So
feels fucking intentional.
yeah.
So at the time,
Or
I
it just
told
or it
her,
feels not like aware, like she's just leaving trash everywhere and it's just falling wherever it is.
I mean, that's kind of hard to
Fucking
not
put it-
see.
I guess that it could be intentional too, because it's like, why would there just, unless it was, I don't know. I don't know. Trying
Yeah.
to play devil's advocate here and be like, maybe it was
I
an
don't,
accident,
there's no, yeah, no.
but knowing your past and your record and the people that show up in your life, I wouldn't put it past her that it could have been intentional.
Anyway, so needless to say, a bitch was burnt the fuck out
Yeah.
with people walking all over me. You know, of course, like I take accountability for the part that I played in it, like not being firm with boundaries, like it from the get-go,
Yeah.
um, not signing
Boundaries, writing, getting
in
everything in
writing,
writing.
exactly. But you know, it is what it is. You learn, and I hope that, you know, if someone's listening to this, if you see any of these red flags, or if you like haven't done some of these things
Hmm.
when you're building a business, definitely fucking cross all your T's and dot
Yeah.
all your I's.
Yeah. For sure.
But that being said, you know, all this was happening. I'm just gonna kind of go off my notes as I wrap it
Yeah.
up. All this was happening simultaneously while I was homeschooling my daughter, trying to leave a toxic relationship and grieving a few losses. The series of events like really pushed me back into a state of fight or flight survival mode, and the perception made it difficult for me to really like reach my full potential. I was becoming very hyper vigilant, paranoid, and people were taking advantage of me, betraying me, and I felt as isolated. I kept replaying these stories in my head and even reactivating like past traumas of things that had happened to me. It really kept me in lack mindset, and I was really beating myself up and having a lot of guilt for not realizing things sooner, and the survival mode made me lose touch with my intuition. I really couldn't see like all the good things that was happening around me. And you know, there was a lot of good times too.
Yeah.
And when you're just like so deep in like your survival mode, you don't see any of that. I didn't really get to enjoy the process. I didn't get to
Hmm.
enjoy the journey. You know, there was a time like towards the end where I looked up and I was like, holy shit, I built all this.
Yeah.
Like it clicked. It like started to sink in
Yeah.
when I was actually able to like
Well, I think
step out of the lack mindset.
you're so busy on focusing on the outcome, you forgot to like focus on the journey itself,
Exactly.
which is the whole like once you get to the end game, it's like okay, now I'm here, but like a lot of the things that shaped you into who you are now was that journey of you discovering all these things about yourself, about, how people treat you and what you know you deserve and don't deserve. So like that was the whole beautiful part the whole time was the journey of you getting from there to where you are now.
Yeah.
It's
I
like we focus
wasn't
so much on the end game we forget to enjoy the whole journey.
I thought I was like building my dream spa, but really I was building the woman I am, the woman I'm becoming, you know?
That's beautiful.
Because once I was taken, you know, like when you go travel somewhere and you're taken out of like circumstances or
Mhm.
situations, like you really are able to reflect and like see from a bird's eye view.
Mhm.
And like I know that all these things, like I had to go through them for to like heal a bunch of parts of
Yeah.
me, even like from past relationship situations.
Mhm.
Like I had to recognize things that were happening,
Yeah.
and really work on them. Like
Mhm.
like I said previously, like when you own a business, it's really a mirror showing you parts of yourself you need to work on. And
I
that's so
love that.
true. And where your awareness goes, energy flows, and that's what was happening. So I really wasn't able to fulfill my full potential, and like just being there, being in the spa, like doing the tasks that I needed to do, creating and my dream didn't start. It was like not feeling good. It wasn't bringing me the joy that I once felt. I wasn't feeling that inspiration or that
Mhm.
motivation. It
Yeah.
started to really feel like a boulder that I was rolling
Yeah.
uphill.
Well, and I remember too because back in October, you know, you were doing my lashes, literally crying over me, like not knowing if the spa was gonna make it. And we didn't like the spa didn't end up closing till end of January. So you had been feeling this way for October, November, December, for like 3 months before the spa closed. You were like already feeling like you
Yeah.
needed to like break out
Well,
of
even
that.
in August, I ended up having to go back to the club to dance because I was like trying to like keep afloat. Once I had the last tenant move out, and then I had another one move out after that, and I was like, trying to get the rooms filled, but I was like
Back in survival mode
back in
again.
survival
Yeah.
mode, and so I was like, I feel like I have to resort back to this, and that fucked with me too,
Yeah.
because I'm like, I feel like I'm like going backwards,
Yeah.
like,
Totally.
and this is not the space for me, and that fucked with my mental health too.
Yeah.
So at the end of the
And I feel like
day,
that just adds to the self doubt too that you're like trying to overcome. Or that you
exactly.
worked so hard to overcome as well.
Yeah. I learned a new word. It's called, hold on, I wrote it down. Anhedonia.
Oh.
Anhedonia, and that's where like you get so numb, like from depression or just, trauma, whatever, that you don't feel joy, that for things that once brought you joy. You don't feel motivation, inspiration, you feel lack,
Nothing.
you don't feel nothing, you're numb, you're just like,
Going through the
yeah,
motions.
showing up every day, but it's not fulfilling,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm.
So basically, that's what had happened behind closed doors. People, they see the physical, the tangible,
Mm-hmm.
like, me having the spa, me closing the spa. But really, at the end of the day, we don't know what people are going through
There was so much behind,
off of social
and
media.
also like I feel like we still kind of scratched the surface. Like there's so much like layers to all the stories within everything that happened at the spa too, and things that that we didn't even have time to touch on because it's just so much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But basically, to wrap it all up, I just want to say like the power of manifestation is real, and this is what I've really been kind of meditating on and focused on, is like I was doing so well with my self-care work, my mindset work, creating daily practices that really help me stay grounded and in tune with myself. And from 2020 to 2023, I was able to manifest my dream spa, building it, you know, things were really starting to manifest.
Mm-hmm.
And then from 2023 to now 2026, 3 years, the opposite happened. And that's like the power of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You can manifest either or. And because I was, not doing the things to keep me grounded, experiencing the depression, the self doubt, all of that, I manifested a different outcome. Not that I attracted those situations, but in a way we do.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
your mind is
when
powerful.
you're vibrating at like a low frequency, you would attract low frequency
Same
situations and people.
situation,
When
same.
you're vibrating at a high frequency, you attract high frequency people, high frequency situations. So it's like you really got to check in and be like, what frequency am
Am
I
I operating at?
operating at, and what opportunities and what situations am I bringing to me,
Exactly.
because we literally like our minds can change the fucking atoms in reality. Like
Literally.
that's how powerful we are.
Yeah.
So if you gotta, remember that I'm a powerful manifester and I can literally create my reality.
Mhm.
Like you said, you could do it negatively and you can do it
Exactly.
positively.
And I
You
knew
just
all these
gotta know the
tools,
power.
but when you're fucking in the thick of it, all that shit goes
Yeah.
out the window. You know,
Mhm.
you forget. So just make sure you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Your mental health is so important. And
It can literally.
that's why I chose
Yeah.
my mental fucking health.
Yes, yes. And that's on hip hop.
And that's on hip hop. Mic drop.
Yes, yes.
But
Yeah, no, I think that whole story is crazy and you're so resilient and
thank you, babe.
yeah, and you're strong. Whoa, you girl. Really though.
Well,
And
you
on
go.
that, do you want to pull a card?
Yes.
Since now we almost at 2 hours. This was a long one,
My
but
throat chakra was on high
you
volume.
want to do the honors? I don't know what you want to ask um the cards, but a little something something.
I don't know what I want to ask the cards.
Or just be like,
I
what
just-
is the
What is the guidance for?
yeah. Oh,
I guess this is
I
what
guess
it's gonna
that's
be.
the one.
These cards are beautiful. The word wants to be written.
Oh.
Funny, because I am been journaling.
You trying to write a book?
Right? You want to read it?
Yeah, I can read it. What number is it? These ones are long too. These one, if you're trying to get read,
Oh.
this is the one. Yeah, this is
Oh,
the book.
shit.
The oracle that we're using is Sacred Rebels Oracle, which the artwork is by Alana Fairchild.
I don't know.
She does
I
a
want to
bunch of
do
these.
another one.
You want to do
I
another
feel
one?
like I didn't really shuffle it. Really.
Okay, you didn't put intention into
Yeah.
it. Okay, okay.
I was still wondering, like, what is it?
Oh,
What the fuck?
if it's the same one, is it?
Bitch.
What?
It's the same one.
Okay, but
All right,
but
it
it's
is.
supposed-
It wants
the
to
world
be read.
wants. Oh, and it's a butterfly, girl. This is the one.
Aw, okay.
It wants the word wants to be written.
That's
Zay.
confirmation. If you pull it out twice, then
Yeah, and the
shit.
butterflies. It's funny because my boss Lanisa, shout out.
Transformation.
She's gonna do. I'm getting my hand blasted. I'm doing a little butterfly.
That's
I've
what's up.
always wanted a butterfly tattoo because I'm like I've always just felt. I'm always transforming.
Yes, exactly.
Who
doesn't
wanna
want me
see
to transform?
Okay, this is long, so bear with me. Let's make sure everything's still recorded. We good? Okay, so and also if you're watching, this is the card. Gorgeous. It's literally a woman with like almost like a pashmina like around her head and then butterfly like on her throat chakra kind of.
No way.
Yeah, and then it's the third eye opening with butterflies coming out.
Damn.
No, it's actually really intricate. Okay. Says you might have been taught that creativity is something you have to work hard to access, or that finding your life purpose is so difficult that you must search high and low for it. Yet what you are is within you and wants to come out at every available opportunity. You don't have to struggle so much. It is more about allowing space for it to manifest and to let the energy flow. The real struggle is not in finding something, it's more about letting go of the idea that you need to search for your path in the first place. You see, the process of activating your life path is a natural one. The effort is getting out of the way, not in making something happen. As for being yourself, that is the foundation from which your true life path will reveal itself. Being yourself becomes easier when you give yourself permission to love, honor, and accept yourself in all circumstances, especially the ones where you might be tempted to reject and judge. Give the sacred rebel within the opportunity to decide your values, irrespective of irrespective of whether they meet with general social acceptance. The oracle brings you the message that what you are dreaming of or seeking to do, create, live, or manifest is actually very natural for you. That is why you want to do it. If you experience controlling and manipulative forces as you were growing up, you would have found it hard to access your natural state at that time. You would have been too busy trying to adapt and get through the trials of childhood. When you finished navigating childhood and started to let go of who you were taught to be in order to become who you really are, you may have found your life path was not easily accessible. That is simply because your true natural self was covered by layers of shame from the early conditioning that you had to be other than who you are in order to win love or be acceptable. Damn, this shit goes deep.
I love.
However, that natural self hasn't gone anywhere. It is still there within you. Now it is just about chipping away at the walls of shame, perhaps with a deviant, who the hell cares? I'm here and I'm going to love myself anyways. This allows you to risk burying the feeling of any shame that arises as you release old emotional wounds and break away from any restraints to unconditional self-love.
Mm.
The sacred rebel the sacred rebel within can empower you to love yourself no matter what, simply because you want to. You might decide to declare, I am still lovable, so put that in your pipe and smoke it.
I'm dead.
This is
I
not
fuck with
I'm
that.
dead.
If this is not for me.
I know, no, totally. Uh, this will send an energetic message to whoever shamed you in the first place, whether they meant to or not. Your
Mm,
message could be going to a parent, school teacher, sibling, friend, lover, or anyone else that was struggling enough with their own shame wound
yeah.
that they couldn't help but dump it on you.
Mm.
Mm. You can be freed to realize that the shame is just an emotion, not a truth, and you can defy and hold it how and you can defy any hold it has ever had on you and your ability to love yourself. This oracle brings you the guidance that you are now powerful enough to break the cycle.
Mhm.
It is time to stop the shame and claim yourself in love instead. What you want to write, sing, dance, or become is you. It is natural. Drop your defenses, get into the grit, and confront the power that any old shaming has had over you. It's finished now. It's time for you to be naked with yourself, acknowledge how gorgeous you are, and get on with your work. Life is urging you to do so because the work wants to happen. What you want to create wants to be created. The word wants to be written. You just need to let go of any remnants of the past that have been in your way. Step firmly over them and onto your path. Say aloud, I now choose to forgive and release any person, situation, or circumstance that has ever been a source of shame or shaming for me,
Oof.
whether conscious or unconscious. I now release this from my body, mind, and heart through unconditional love. I choose to claim myself instead. I love and accept and claim all of me under the loving protection and wisdom of life. I choose to live as myself now. I call on the unconditionally loving assistance that life wishes to send me for this journey now. I honor my creative power and my innate worth, so be it. Be kind to yourself. Say this every day for the next few days or however long it takes you to believe it. You are worth the effort. That was
That's
that was
on
a good one.
point.
Yeah.
So I just want to say too, like, this wasn't like a trying to bash anyone either. Like, I believe everyone's on their own journey and people can only meet you as much as they consciously can.
Yeah.
You
Or
know,
as
as
much
much
as
as
they can
they've
show up. Yeah.
worked on themselves.
Yeah.
And I respect everyone's journey
Mhm.
and that's their story. But this is my
Mhm.
story, and I hope that, this helps somebody. I hope that you guys can relate to it in one way or another.
Know to
And,
set boundaries.
mm-hmm,
Know to just be confident in yourself. Listen to your intuition too, because
yeah,
your intuition is always trying
trying to
to
tell you
tell you something.
something.
So
Mm-hmm,
if you have that initial gut feeling that like something's off with a situation or a person, like sometimes that's really the universe and your angels and your guiders, in the astral world trying to tell you like, hey, like
something's not
something's
okay.
not right. Um but yeah, hopefully Zay's story with how she started her business and also, coming in something more positive, like now that you were able to let go of that the past with the spa, like now you're in a space that really resonates with you
Yeah,
and you're feeling lighter, which is
yeah,
good.
yeah,
And
immediately felt lighter. I
yeah,
knew I
so
made the right decision.
yeah, yeah. And that's not to say that you having the spa wasn't like a beautiful chapter. Like again, you learned so much about
Yeah. No, it
yourself in the
had to happen.
process.
I had to go through
You
that.
had to,
Mm-hmm.
totally. So it's like it was with all the crazy things that happened, something beautiful came about it. And yeah, so thank you for
And now
sharing.
we breaking the cycle.
Yes, break
And
snip
we're
snip.
not telling those stories anymore.
Yes.
And we're moving
We're
on.
moving on. We're
And
moving
we're gonna
on.
go do some
Little release ritual.
on the
Yes.
water.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
hope you guys enjoyed this.
Yes, yes. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. I know that it was a lengthy one, but girl,
Necessary.
some shit had to come up. So,
Exactly.
but yeah, thank you for tuning in and we love you so much. Like and subscribe if you liked this episode, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.